Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow.
On behalf of BVO Sports TV, we would like to thank our sponsor, Raycon, makers of the Raycon Everyday Earbuds, the perfect model for premium sound with active noise cancellation to block out distractions and transparency mode to keep you aware of your surroundings. They are the ideal for your everyday needs. Just visit RayconGlobal.com. That's RayconGlobal.com and elevate your listening.
Shout out to BVO Sports TV. Make sure you tune in right away. Hottest in the city, hottest in the U.S.
Yo, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy BVO Sports TV, man. We back. Another show. My bad for coming on here late. We're not going to do that no more, man. 9 is way too late, my bad. But we back, man. We back here to talk some boxing, man. Big show. We got, of course, my man Teo getting ready to fight Shakur Stevenson. We got Fabio Wardley, who I think should be fighting Kabayel and not Usyk. But not a lot to talk about as far as boxing, man. I'm excited about it. So that's the main thing. I think that I think it's gonna be good for the sport. Hold on one second, Sean. Dang. But yeah, I think it's gonna be good for. I'm excited, man, to see some of these big fights, especially coming 2026. I think 2026 is gonna be a good year of boxing. I won't say it'd be perfect, but I think it'd be pretty good. A lot of people want to see that Kabayel versus Fabio Wardley fight. That's a good fight. And I think that fight would be good, especially because I want to see who wins and who really is the guy. Who is the next guy coming up that totem pole. Because one thing about boxing in general, man, a lot of people don't give these heavyweights their credit. The heavyweight division is the one that's benefited the most from Turkey's money. So I'm excited about it because you think about Turkey and the money he spent, he really did a good job of getting the shout out to Ants, baby, getting the guys to really fight early and take some big fights. I mean, we got to see Zhilei Zhang versus Wilder. We got to see Kabayel fight Zhilei Zhang. I mean, we've seen so many good fights, man. And it's because the heavyweight guys are ready to fight. But like I said, you know how we do, man. We here to have some fun. Hold on one second. Let me get my earphones together. But like I said, we here to have some fun. Hold on one second. Let me get my music stuff together. 1 second. But yeah, man, like I said, we getting ready to do something, have some fun, man. But yeah, like I think, hold on. Dang. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to get my earphones together. Hold on 1 second. Let me play it. 1 second. Trying to make sure I can hear y'all. All right, cool. I think I can hear y'all now. Let me double check. Can y'all hear me? You know, let me see. Okay, can y'all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear your boy BB up, because I can't hear nothing. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Hold on. There we go. Okay, I think I can. Can y'all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear your boy. Okay, y'all can hear me. Cool. Hold on 1 second. Dang, that's crazy. Whenever you get on here. Hold on one second. I still can't hear now. Hold on. We got my man, the biggest hater in town, my man Prize.
Yes.
What's going on, man?
I'm an objective hater, but salute to my brother, BVO. Salute
Yeah,
everybody in the
blacks
chat.
only. I know how you get down. Blacks only, man. I know how you
Yeah.
get down.
I love my
Hold on
people,
one
man. I
second.
love being around my people. I love everything about my people.
Yeah, I didn't know you was black.
Mm. Well, now you know.
No, I'm messing with you, man. What you think about? What you think about, man? You know, Fabio Worley fighting Kabayel, man. What do you think about that?
um, is that fight happening?
That's what a lot of people want to see happen.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I would probably have Kabayel destroying that guy because I have no faith in that guy. He's just a walking knockout. I like him because he come to fight. Like the fight was a great fight. Who was it? Who was he rumbling? Joe Parker. That fight was a good, entertaining heavyweight fight. And that's what we want. That's what we asked for. But as far as him beating Kabayel, I think Kabayel body work, would get to him. But, like Wardley, he gasses quick. And between that and Kabayel body assault, I think Kabayel was stopping like 6 to 8 rounds for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if
BBL
you
got
can.
there you go.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on in the sport of boxing, man. I'm excited, man, because people don't understand, man. I think this is great for boxing, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing I heard today, shout out to my guy. I know that they're looking to do the AJ versus Triple D rematch, which I think would be good for the sport. But I think he should fight Kabayel. I mean, if I'm Triple D, I'm gonna fight Kabayel for the WBC belt, man. Get my chance to get back in the runnings with the big dogs. What about you?
Right. Yeah, I mean, Kabayel looked like he could, possibly give Usyk a run because Usyk don't like body shots, and the way Kabayel assault to the body, that could be something. But if him and Worley made, I'm cool with that. But I know a lot of people, even like Brother TD and them, were saying how they don't want to see a rematch. They think Usyk is next is for Worley. I don't think
Yeah.
Worley's ready for that. Me personally, I would like to see a rematch with Joe Parker because I thought it was a fun fight, a fun heavyweight fight. I thought it was really entertaining. But I mean, people want to put Kabayel up there already. Go ahead. His body saw is crazy. I think he'll destroy Wardley. And I think he possibly can give Usyk some problems. Can he beat Usyk? I don't know, but he can definitely give him problems.
Yeah.
Salute, brother Mike.
I
Breezy
think
in the building.
speaking to my man Puerto Rican Free, I think that's just coming from you being a hater, man. I think Triple D should go get that fight. Because I know he can make more money with Joshua. I mean, I just think whatever works for him. I think, to me, I would love to see Triple D get the fight and then maybe get another run at Usyk before Usyk retire. But it looks like Usyk's going to fight Tyson Fury, and that's going to be it. But I don't know, because I did hear Tyson Fury at the Fabio Worley fight say that he's not coming back. So I don't know what's going to go on in that. What you think about that, Free?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
I said, what you think about Triple D and AJ getting it on? I was saying if I was Triple D, I would fight Kabayel for that WBC strap before I would go again and fight AJ. What about you?
Why would he fight AJ again?
It's a huge money fight. It's a huge money fight. Coach Rock. We got Coach Rock in the house, man. What's going on?
What's going on, man?
But it's a huge money fight. What you think?
Welcome back, Coach Rock.
Appreciate it.
That's the only reason why he's fighting AJ. There's no need for a rematch.
I mean, I think he made about $4 or $5 million, man. That's more than enough reason for me to get a rematch.
What up, brother Mike? Salute Angie. Salute everybody in the chat. Smash a like. I'm glad to see Coach Rock right back, spun the block, man. Good to see you, brother. What's up? How you doing this evening?
Hey, man, good, man. Glad y'all brothers invited me back.
Yeah, man, you family around here. You can come anytime you want. Just pull up.
Appreciate it.
Let me ask you this, Coach Rock. What you think about Triple D talking about fighting AJ again? Would you want to see him fight AJ again, or should he go after Kabayel and go get that strap to try to fight Usyk?
You said Triple G?
Triple D.
Daniel Dubois.
Daniel Dubois.
Daniel Dubois.
Yeah.
Man,
Keep it clean.
do we even want to see him though? For real,
You don't like Triple D, man?
man.
He getting
I've
better
been,
and better. He get beat up, then he come back.
yeah. I don't really. Bro, I like skill, and them like he really in that Wilder generation. To be honest with you, he in that Wilder generation. It's about time for them cats to pass on for real.
Yeah, for real, for real.
I think Daniel's only, what, 26, 27?
Hell no.
Man,
How old
yeah,
is Daniel?
He's
No,
46, 47.
no.
Daniel
BVO
way
was right.
younger than that. Daniel way
Dubois
younger
is
than
only
that.
26 years old.
Is
Yeah,
he?
he a he
Yes,
a baby,
he's only
man.
26 years old. BVO correct.
Yeah.
He's
He been
28. He's 28. Wow.
He been
I did not
fighting
know
big
that.
fights. See, your favorite fighter don't fight big fights like
Well, he
Triple
got a
D.
lot of miles on his tread for 28. My goodness.
No, he don't, man.
Yeah,
No,
he
we
does.
don't. No, we
No, he
don't.
do not.
He been slept. How many times he got knocked out?
He got knocked out once.
No, he got knocked out twice, but he got
Yeah, I
Oh,
knocked
guess
that's
out
so.
right. I
bad.
forgot the Herkovich fight. He got knocked out.
No, he beat Herkovich. No, he got knocked out when
Who
he fought
was
Joe
it?
Joyce.
Juggernaut?
Joe Joyce.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Joe Joyce. I knew it was one of those white boys.
yeah. He
He
said
got
one of
knocked
those
out by
white boys.
Joe Joyce, and he got knocked out by Usyk twice.
I don't know. I think the way he beat Herkovich to death. I just
I ain't
think
throwing him in the
Daniel,
trash though. I didn't know he was 28. That just made me respect him some more. I didn't know he was that young.
he only take big fights, man. You know, and I think when you got a guy like Usyk, I don't want to bring my man Coach back.
I don't know what happened, man.
It's all good,
I got a
brother.
call and it clicked off.
Yeah, it
Well,
be
yeah,
like that sometimes. It's
But
all
let
good.
me ask you this though, Coach. Being only 28, he's 20. I thought he was 26, but being 28, I don't know if you're familiar with Floyd Patterson. We seen Floyd Patterson fell a lot before he finally got his opportunity. You don't think it'd
That's
be good for? Go ahead.
that's facts. No, that's facts. That's facts. I mean, for some reason, I thought he was older than that. I may have him mixed up. But I'll be honest with you, them UK fighters. I mean, I think a lot of times they have a false sense of security from that standpoint. I mean, the heavyweight division is never the heavyweight division without an American heavyweight, really a Black American heavyweight. To be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
that's when you got a true Black American heavyweight, that's when boxing is really at its best.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
For whatever you want, for better or for worse, but that's when boxing really at its best.
That's why I respect Wilder so much, because he kind of like got me back into watching heavyweight boxing, because it was
Man, he did, bro. Wilder got us all back off into watching heavyweight boxing.
That's a fact.
he could talk. He had charisma. He had the whole. He's a 10 out of 10 heavyweight. He talks. And most important, he's very in tune with his people. Like he pull up on his YouTube brothers that support him. Like he pulls up at their events. Like Brother 78 and the LDBC brothers. He actually shows up to that, which I think
come to their reunions.
I think is dope. And he pull up somewhere everywhere, bro. He with his people, bro.
I think when it comes to Daniel though in this fight, I think Daniel. I mean, if I was him, I would fight AJ first. I get why he would fight AJ first. That's a lot of money.
They ain't fight already?
No, I'm saying they fighting a rematch in the O2. They'll make a lot of money doing that. They could probably fight in Wembley again. You talking about 100,000 tickets, man? I wouldn't turn that down.
Man, if Daniel Dubois, if AJ gonna fight somebody, he need to fight Wilder. Dude, I still want to see that.
I'm one of the same ones
so you can see him beat Wilder dead. That ain't gonna be no fun.
Listen.
Both of them is.
I want Wilder to go ahead and retire. Wilder need to go ahead and retire. He's done.
So is AJ.
Hey, I'm from Alabama.
Yeah,
man.
AJ does too, but I'm not.
I still think Wilder can knock him out, Free.
I'm not. I never been real high on AJ like that, but like Wilder, I actually like Wilder, and I think I believe he's done. I don't think we will ever see Wilder at the top level again. I don't think we will ever see Wilder be remotely close to the Wilder that we.
Yeah, Free, but we're talking about him against AJ, another guy that's past his prime.
I think AJ is more fresher than Wilder.
Yeah, AJ hurt him, man.
I don't think so. I think Wilder can knock him out.
I think Wilder knock AJ out.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If Wilder get in there with AJ right now, based on the Wilder that I've seen the last couple of fights, Wilder's going to go to sleep by AJ.
Nah.
He's going to go to sleep.
And you know what? And you know the thing
Based
about it,
off of
Coach
what I've
Rock.
seen about
Let me say
AJ,
this. Let me
Wilder
say.
would sleep
Let me
him.
say this real quick. I think the thing too when it comes to Coach Rock, when it comes to AJ, I think people got to remember AJ's been way more active, and
True.
we seen. And I don't know who. I think it was a fry cook, the dude that worked at Denny's, that Deontay fought. He had a hard time beating him.
Hey
Man,
man,
yeah,
The 1-2 was gone.
get
All
out
that.
of here.
he got rid of Malik Scott though.
Yeah, that was the horrible parent. You can't get no pickle puller to be your coach. You gotta get somebody who's gonna tell you the truth.
Malik Scott's a good
No,
coach,
he's a
bro.
pickle puller, man,
I
and
mean,
that's why
he's a good
AJ.
coach.
And
You know,
that's why
bro, when he
he's
be
a
training
pickle
them young
puller.
boys,
He's a
he
pickle
knows
puller, man.
technique, bro. I'm not gonna
Everybody,
do that.
I'm not gonna,
But
I'm not gonna pick no trainer who always got beat dead when he fought. What are you talking
He just
about,
wasn't a
man?
good match for Wilder, but he's
He
a
was
good
not a good match for
coach for coming.
nobody. He was
Yes,
getting
he
beat
is,
up
BVO.
bad.
He's a
See,
good coach for people up and coming. Yes, he
No, he's
is.
not. I wouldn't
Yes,
let
he
my
is.
son
I don't.
go
I
to him.
mean, I can't judge him on that because I haven't seen anybody. I haven't seen any results from him being a head coach. So until I see results, I
So
don't know
vacate
what
You
type
belt.
of
got to
coach he's
follow
gonna
his
be.
Instagram, free. He's always
No,
doing
we ain't
stuff with
gotta
the.
No,
follow
I ain't gonna follow
nothing.
his
Then you're
Instagram.
not gonna see him.
You gotta
Then
put
you're
some
not gonna
evidence
see
out
him.
there.
Hold on, what Gorilla say, man? You say you getting money, man. We ain't seen
You
nothing.
gotta put some
What you
evidence out
talking
there.
about? But
You're a wild dude.
I think the wild part about it is, man, the pickle pulling is crazy when it comes to some of these guys. Like you defending Malik Scott, he wasn't nothing as a coach, bro.
He
Nothing.
wasn't a good match for Wilder. Go ahead, Coach
No,
Rock.
bro.
That's
No, he
cap, bro.
wasn't. He should have
I
been
said he
shining
wasn't a
shoes.
good coach for Wilder.
Let
They
me ask
didn't
you this,
mesh.
Coach Rock. I want to see Malik Scott shining shoes at the barbershop before I see him behind somebody's
Man, get
mic.
out of
Come
here,
on.
BVO. Get out of here.
What about you, man?
man, I'm gonna say this right here. Malik Scott first time coaching somebody, I think, with Deontay Wilder. So you don't skip kindergarten, elementary school, middle school, high school, and college, and went straight to the pros. But went to the world heavyweight champion. I mean, if he can coach, if you can coach, you can coach somebody from zero all the way up to the top. So if he can coach and he's this good fundamentally, then let me show up at USA Boxing National with some product.
You're
I
not
can
gonna
dig
do
it.
that. You're not gonna do that because
I
you
just
can't.
follow him on Instagram and I see him in the gym with the
Yeah,
younger amateurs
Look,
you
man,
like
working
the
on
pickle puller.
techniques.
That's all. Just keep it
Malik
real.
Scott, Malik Scott, he very articulate, and he can talk boxing from that standpoint. I don't really like him or agree with him on some different stuff. Maybe outside of boxing, some stuff he said I don't really agree with.
Mm-hmm.
But and he, I mean, he's from Philly. He's
Hmm.
from the same gym. He's from that same gym that had Zahir Rahim came from.
Yeah, that's my
David
guy.
David Reed. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Rahim.
I remember, yeah, Zaire King Rahim. I love him, bro. I'm out here. I used to go to the 2300 and the Blue Horizon and see him fight. Whenever he fought, we pulled up. Me and my grandpa for sure.
Yeah,
And when he went in there and
that
box circles around Eric Morales, and I told everybody, when I went to work, 'cause I do construction work. I went to work and I told everybody, I said, man, he gonna box circles around Eric Morales. Y'all don't know y'all don't know him, first of all. He's a nobody to y'all. But to me, I know who he is, and he did exactly what I said he would do. Box
yeah.
circles around Eric Morales. Shout out Zaire King Rahim, my guy.
Yeah, that was my son's first coach.
I
When
love
he
him.
he the one really gave us our foundation in boxing.
Man, I love Zaire, man. Shout out. If you can get him up here, that would be dope.
Yeah, he here in Atlanta.
Man, if you can get him up here on this show, that would be an honor for me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can do that.
That would be
Yeah.
love.
But I say this, Coach. I think the main thing too, it go back to what Custom Auto used to say all the time. You don't need a friend as a trainer. And whenever you got somebody that you're gonna train, and that's the one thing is even when you're a father's son, I think it's tough because you got to make it clear that I'm not here to be your fan. I'm here to tell you what you got to work on and how to do it. Prime example is my man Rolly Romero. When Rolly got with Ishmael, you seen the difference. Ishmael's a
Yeah.
no nonsense coach. But let me ask you this real quick. So we seen that happen. What do you see going on if we get a chance to see Teofimo Lopez go up against Shakur Stevenson? What do you think about that fight?
Man, that fight ain't gonna happen. I just don't believe it, man. Man, Turkey gave Tio $10 million to fight in Central Park. I Tio comfortable. He is not finna fight. I just can't see. I can't see Tio. They offered him another 10, $11 million. I think Tio do a lot of fake breaking and pump
Hmm.
faking, but when it really come down to it, he not finna fight that dude, man. Now he might fight an amigo, but he not finna fight Shakur. And I don't even think I think money is important, but money ain't that important to Tio
Clearly.
Hmm.
because
Yeah,
I
because he
think
made
for
a
what
money. Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead, my
because
bad.
I
Go ahead.
think Turkey Al-Sheikh were offering him $15 or $20 million to fight Devin Haney.
He turned it down.
Yeah, I
There you
wouldn't
go.
fight
Knowing,
Devin
and then
either.
he was the same one complaining that he never made a million. Like he made it, but like he made a million, but when he take it home, he don't walk away with a ticket. You know what I mean? And so why turn down that? That's just crazy. But
Absolutely. But like I said, so I don't think Tio is going to fight anybody. I think he gonna sell. To be honest with you, I think Shakur. It's not even smart for Shakur to chase that fight because Tio is not going to fight him. Listen, man, Shakur could have been fighting Lamont Roach.
hmm
He could have been fighting Lamont Roach, somebody like that right there. Lamont wanted to smoke. Now Lamont way up at 140 pounds trying to fight Pitbull Cruz. And that, if you know Pitbull Cruz is all hooks.
yep.
And he's not good against a southpaw fighter because of that. He's short. He got short arms, and them hooks just don't work on the fighter southpaw. You almost got to fight long range. But
Hmm.
fighting the orthodox fighter, man, he a totally different fighter fighting a right-handed fighter.
Hmm.
He did
And
good against Tank, coach.
I think Pitbull will tank the southpaw. I think
True.
Eastside Cruz gonna beat him to death. I mean, I don't even think this is a good fight. I think Lamont is not good. I don't think Lamont's good. We seen Lamont been running from Gary Russell for years. So I'm
that,
just
that my whole point is, they looking at Pitbull at the last outages. They see how short he is, but
hmm
that dude, his defense is that he's a bowling ball with some arms and he throw hooks. And
hmm
just like he was catching Rolly Romero with them hooks. Orthodox fighter versus orthodox fighter. Every punch is just like it is in the gym when it's ortho on ortho or south on south. There ain't no reach there ain't no distance advantage. Pitbull can't manage distance well because he doesn't have the feet to be able to cover the distance. But when you ortho on ortho and all you gotta do is get close and throw a right hook or a left hook, man, please. And Lamont Roach ain't known for his defense, nor is he known for his footwork. That's a problem.
think Lamont just had a good night, man. I think people don't want to admit that Lamont just had a good night against one of the best fighters in the game.
Either
Before.
Lamont had a good
I
night or
think
maybe Tank had an off night.
I think Shakur is the one that's on the outside looking in because right now Shakur is hoping for Tio to take that fight. He really
Well,
hasn't been offered to fight anybody else.
that's
Well,
all
he could
right though.
spin the block on Kid Austin. You know, he pulled out.
He
No, he
ain't got
can't spin the block on Kid off. He just pulled out. Said his hand
listen.
is injured.
He ain't got to spin the box because just as soon as Andy Cruz Gomez beat Raymond Murataya to get that strap, then we got
hmm
a unification bout. Because I guarantee Andy Cruz gonna want that smoke.
I
Yeah,
like Andy,
and shout out
and
to
I
Andy
like
Cruz
Coach
for sticking
Ishmael
it out,
too.
man. Shout out to Andy, man. He been doing a really good job. I usually don't like no Cuban fighters, but he actually been doing a
What?
really good job, man. And shout out to
You don't
Coach
like Laura?
Boza.
Nah, Bevo
Uh,
don't like nobody who box. He
nah,
want you
you
got
go.
you gotta be a headbanger. I figured that out early. I ain't been on him
You
but
go.
twice.
Yeah,
I like Laura and Cubans. I like
Li-
Andy Cruz style.
Listen, man, Bevo, if you don't leave the ring with a headache, he don't like you.
We gotta clip that one.
hey, man. All I say is this, Coach. I'm just a realist, man. If I'm spending my hard on, I done worked all week, man. I need to see
Man,
you in there. I need to see some blood. I need to see these shed blood, man. If
man,
you're
if
gonna get
you
in that
if
ring.
you if you a fan of boxing and the sweet science, it's all about hit and don't get hit. See, you
hmm
can see some blood, but you ain't gotta see two rams in that button heads. That ain't no good fight. If everybody coming forward, then that mean they just button head in the center of the ring. You don't see that. They
hmm
just swinging. Ain't no technical stuff.
Well,
And see,
BVO is completely opposite from me. He loves to rock 'em, sock 'em. I like people that box, like that box and move, and
No,
they
no, he
call
like
it
them. He like
boring.
them. He like them slick, boring niggas, man. That put you to sleep.
Man,
That's
get
his
out of
favorite
here,
part.
bro. Get
That's
out
what
of
he
here.
like.
Get out of here. Well, it entertains me. When Andy Cruz and Floyd and Purnell used to box, I can go on and on and on about guys that used to just box. Like Coach, like Zaire used to box. You know what I mean? He'd come in there to beat you up for 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like he did Eric Morales. I like people that box and move and slide and slip, and that's what I like. You know what I mean? But
See,
it's okay for you to like
I'm gonna
Rock'em
tell you,
Sock'em.
I'm gonna tell you why you so full of it, man. Because one of my favorite fights, I actually got to watch a little bit today on my break, was Carlos Baltimore versus Floyd. That was a heck of a fight, man. That
Right.
was a heck of a. You know what I gotta say, Coach? The
Not
people that say,
according to Larry Merchant. He said
Larry
no more.
Merchant, they said they never wanted to see him again.
He fought
man,
Baltimore. I watched
He
that
he,
fight.
he painted Baltimore with straight right hand leads all night long, and I don't understand why
Well,
people thought it was boring when
let
they
me say this.
bruised.
Larry Merchant is a goofball. People don't realize Larry Merchant wrote a lot of bad stuff about Sonny Liston in the '60s. So he's always been a dog. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ever give no dog dude who always got something messed up to say about somebody black. Like, what do you say? He said Sonny Liston worked for the mob. He called him muscle for hire, nothing but a meat wagon. All that. I'm thinking to myself, Sonny Liston won a heavyweight champion, fool. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
He just
Larry used to
made the
get on my
mistake.
nerves.
He just made the mistake of sparring Muhammad Ali, and he paid forever for doing that.
I
You
remember
know,
when Larry Merchant snapped. I went to a fight when B-Hop had a mandatory against some guy named Hakai or something in Philly. He had to fight at where the
yeah, we
Sixers
heard
play.
Bernard talk about he got to make a living and all that. I
Yeah,
get that.
yeah, but Larry was asking stupid questions like, "Are you happy with the outcome?" He's like, "I got paid tonight, Larry. You know what I mean, for my labor. What are you talking about?" And we had great seats, and it was a great event. And Bernard, the dude, quit. It was a mandatory. Bernard didn't want to be stripped, so he
You
did
know,
what he had to do.
you
And
know the
Larry
fun.
criticized.
You know another fighter that and I love his son, but when I watched him a couple of his fights, man, Fernando Vargas is not who niggas say he was, bro. He was getting beat to death. I mean, he let an old Oscar come in there and beat him to death, bro.
Oscar
Like
wasn't old.
Oscar
he
wasn't
was
old.
what was he 30? No, how was he in that? He's 29 in
No,
that fight.
no,
He's
that was
29.
that
He
was
was
prime to
29.
prime.
Yeah, he was 29, and I think Vargas was 24. But
That was prime.
But they were saying,
Vargas.
but they were saying that whole fight. If you watch that fight, the commentator was saying the whole fight because Oscar still had the power to do it, and Oscar
But,
went in and knocked that nigga out cold.
no, that's when Floyd Mayweather was telling him to use the hook, use the jab, man. You can knock him out, all that right there. But if you think about it, see, look at Fernando Vargas' son now. None of his sons fight like he fought. All his sons fight like Mayweather.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oscar was 29 and Vargas was 24, bro.
but
that's
the
what I
Mex,
just said.
but
I
now
just said that.
but Mexicans hate that
Yes,
style
you
though.
did.
You know
Mexicans
what though? I'm gonna
Mexicans
say
hate the Vargas, hate the Mayweather style, but they supporting the Vargas even though they fighting like Mayweather. Let's process that.
Coach, the sweet science is coming forward, man. It's not no doggone hit and don't
No,
get
it
hit.
ain't. No, it's not. The
They
sweet
what did they
science
say
is
on
hit and not
HBO?
get hit, bro.
What did Jim Lampley say when he was teaching us about boxing? He said it's about who brings the best educated pressure. That's who wins the fight.
That's part of boxing, but Jim Lampley ain't never coached nobody in boxing, nor has he boxed.
Right. He just
He just
like me and you, BVO.
Oh,
the
you
problem
know.
He
the
no different
problem
from us, bro.
the problem with boxing, one of the problem with boxing that the UFC don't have is frontline people like Jim Lampley and Larry Merchant and them people like that. They spend so much time they racist, trashing black boxers and everything like that right there, to the
Mhm.
point where they turn black folk off. They don't even want to listen to it.
Hmm.
That's what killed the black audience. That attitude that killed HBO when Floyd left and went to Showtime. I mean,
Mhm.
it's just bad. Joe Rogan and them people on the UFC, they do not talk about UFC competitors the same way Larry Merchant and Jim Lampley and those talked
Hmm.
about Floyd Mayweather.
With trash Floyd Mayweather. Like they
But
would
they had
trash.
Big George. They had Big George and them all. I'm gonna be
Man,
honest
Big
with
George and
Listen,
Larry used to argue on the thing.
exactly. And, and-
On the
and that's my whole
commentary.
point. That's my whole point. But the problem is that you know, white people in boxing love boxing for the most part.
you.
They just don't. But who they are in this country just it lives up to it because they
Hmm.
don't like black folk in the sport.
They rather have an Eastern
Hold on, hold on,
European
hold on, hold
heavyweight
on, hold on, hold
champion
on,
over
hold on.
anything. And that's a fact.
Hold on.
And now hold on, and BBO,
Let
and
me
yes,
say
I
this.
love Jim Lampley. I used to love when he used to call fights, but I was a
Jim
kid.
Lampley's the greatest broadcaster
Okay, and that's
of all
fine,
time in
and that's
boxing.
fine. But as a kid, I didn't
It's not
know
even
about
close.
racism in boxing. I was a kid just watching the fights as 6 years old,
So
7
he
years old.
racist. He had a table full of niggas. What
I
are you
mean, he had
talking
an
about?
agenda, bro. You can say
They had
what
a
you
bunch.
want.
They had enough niggas in that doggone broadcast to have a Tarzan movie. You
Man,
talking
if they
about?
didn't go out there and beat each other to death like you like to say, and if anybody boxed, Larry and Jim would snap and they would say how boring it was. Like this is on pay-per-view. People pay for this. We don't want to hear commentary about how you say how boring the fight is and HBO didn't pay money. Like they had an agenda. And when they lost Mayweather, what happened to HBO? My favorite boxing commentary went out of business.
Who is? I don't know who those guys that did those Floyd fights. They seem pretty fair. Like you listen to like the
Bro, them fights were terrible. They called them fights terrible.
Man,
If you
They
go
giving you
listen,
money for this BVO? Or you are auditioning right now? You auditioning or what? Are you getting paid already?
no, this is every day, all day
we
long.
talking real. We talking real boxing. Man. We not trolling. Man.
This
We
ain't
talking
no
some real
gimmick
boxing.
with BVO, homie. I promise
B-
you
Yeah,
that.
we
BVO really like that?
He loves Rock'em Sock'em fights. You can't. That's his
no. You
opinion. The
saying it
same way
wrong.
he like Rock'em Sock'em, I like people that box and move and slip. The American style, the black style.
You like slick niggas that run. That's what you like.
See, he called it running, but I call it lateral movement. But yes, that's what brought us together. I'm completely opposite of him.
well,
He
listen.
likes Rock'em
Well,
Sock'em robots.
you definitely don't like my son, cause my son box your damn head off.
No, I
Who
like
your
your
son,
son.
brother?
He got your son. I'll say this. I like your son because he got a lot of Gary Russell in him. But the moment somebody put hands on him, we gonna see how good he really is.
Ain't nobody
Are you
gonna put no
talking about
hands
that
on.
man
Ain't
son
nobody gonna
like
put no
that?
hands on him. No.
No,
You'll see.
that it's box. It's you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, coach. The thing that you got to remember, he's fighting a lot of guys that he's way better than right now. That's the big
Bro, we
case or
fight.
whatever.
Bro, we had national fighting the top kids in the country. We ain't beating up on motherfuckers in Atlanta, Georgia. We beating up on motherfuckers from Texas. We beating up on
No,
motherfuckers from we beating up on Mexicans from California. We beating up on Mexicans from we beating up on Philly motherfuckers. We beating
Yeah.
up on New York
I
motherfuckers.
didn't say.
We
I didn't
we
say
had
you.
we
I'm
had we
just
beat the
saying.
shit. Hey, listen,
What,
listen. In the quarterfinal, we beat the fuck out of a kid from Vegas. Man, we beating up motherfuckers from all over the country. Period.
I
Y'all
didn't
whooping
say
on
y'all
dudes from
wasn't. What I'm
Ohio too?
saying
Oh,
is one.
huh?
Y'all whooping on
That,
dudes from Ohio too?
Man, we lost to goddamn Isaiah
yep.
Darden in the final.
Facts. Yeah. Ohio
It's a
love
dude from
boxing,
But we
man.
Ohio
got a
I love
rematch
to
coming
fight
up.
with.
But we done beat plenty of Ohio dudes, yeah. But
It's a
we
guy
lost
from
to Zeke in
Ohio
our
I love
last
to get in
finals.
the ring with.
Huh?
Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Let me say this,
Somebody
coach.
got to mute their mic in the
Yeah.
background. It's a lot
It's
of
like the
yelling.
baby's playing. Yeah.
It's all good.
But
We love the babies.
That's me, my bad.
it's you good.
You
But we
good? We
got
love
hold
the
on. But
babies.
Coach Rock, I got one of the biggest haters in boxing on the panel. This is my guy, man. He sound like a super villain when he talk. What's going on, Pop? How you feeling, man?
Shout out to my man Pop.
I think Pop fell on the step.
Now he on mute.
I came here just because last night you just talking shit for no reason.
Hey, can't get some family show, man. This ain't the backyard. Put the
Man,
moonshine down, man.
this
This ain't
guy
the
come on
backyard.
everybody else's channel dropping F-bombs talking about a family show after 9 o'clock. You don't get out of here. The babies is in bed, man.
Hey.
But you know what? I don't even want to talk to you, man. I want to talk to everybody else on the panel. You trouble.
Hold on. You don't want to talk to somebody black? Okay,
Oh
cool.
my God, that's
Everybody on
crazy.
I'm
the
black. You
panel
can holler
black.
at me. I'm black.
That's
You can holler
crazy.
at me.
Panel is black. But you know what?
No. Insane is like a Cherokee Indian. Or
Nah,
something,
you
bro.
was Puerto Rican.
Man, listen, y'all don't embarrass yourselves. Don't embarrass in front of the company, man. We got brother Rock on the keep it
Hey
boxing,
man,
man.
it's all good. I'm making me an omelet, man.
I'm trying to
I'm
get
making
my
me
brothers in order. They out of
my
pocket right now.
brother. Hey, but
Man, it's all.
Come
Hey,
on,
listen, bro.
hold on,
We
y'all.
got company.
Okay, we had company.
We got company in the house. Let's
Now,
keep it.
last night
Can I say this real fast, you guys?
Last
Go
night
ahead.
when company was in the house.
Let me drop this real quick.
Hold on, one at a
Hold on,
time.
wait till
One at a
Pop
I
get
thought
time.
done.
somebody else was talking.
Go ahead,
My
Pop.
bad.
Go ahead, Pop.
Last
No,
night
go
when
ahead.
company was in the house, was he talking trash about me?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just making sure. I'm gonna be quiet now. I'm gonna get you though. I'm gonna get you.
Go ahead, Insane.
Let me drop this real fast. Y'all know it's a very, very important fight coming up, and I'm not talking about Tank Davis, right? So you know what I'm saying? I didn't put my prediction out here on this channel yet, and I really want to put my prediction out there just to let everybody know who I have in this fight.
Okay.
So we got Abdullah Mason fighting. I got Abdullah.
Mhm.
I got young Abdullah Mason as a young and upcoming great little fighter, right? Little prospect guy, right? In a Devin Haney Brian Norman fight, I got Devin Haney stopping Brian Norman in 6 or 7 rounds.
Man, you crazy. Boy, you crazy. Boy, you crazy. You crazy.
Hey,
You crazy.
insane. Can I bet you money? Can I bet you
How
money
much?
on that?
I can't see
Nigga, I'm
who is
serious.
that? Who is
That's
that?
Blue Hustle, man. Blue Hustle.
I don't even think I know Blue Hustle.
Nigga, you know me, Blue Hustle, man. It's all good, but check it out. We've been on panels before, so check
Oh,
this
we
out.
have?
I'll still bet you though.
Yeah, Blue
bad.
Hustle. Blue Hustle used to work at Kmart back in the day.
Bro,
Oh, wow.
you know,
Where's the where?
If you worked at
Oh,
Kmart,
here this nigga BVO go again, boy. You this thing is what I
Hold on,
tell you.
What coach say?
hold
You
on.
horrible, man. Coach
Hey,
Let
B say
me
look,
you horrible.
let me get back
BVO
to
was
the.
eating donuts. BVO was
Hold
eating
on, Blue. Hold
donuts
on, Blue. Hold on, Blue. Hold
out
on,
the
hold on, Blue.
bathroom.
Hold on, Blue. Hold on, Blue. We don't want to hear about your accounts and your story time. Let me say this real quick. But I'm gonna ask you guys this: you guys think that Triple D should go get the money with AJ, or should he go get the belt from Kabayel? What do you guys think?
Go get that money.
Get the money.
I'm never saying that. Pause.
Saying what?
What you just said. Pause.
Go get the money or get the
No.
belt.
Nah, I'm never calling the man Triple. No, his name is Daniel. What?
Oh, okay. Whoa. What did you
You
get
a
that?
wild dude, boy.
Where did you
Man,
get
get off. Hey, we grown men up here, man. Cut that out. This
Yeah,
ain't no
man.
pause.
Hey, hold
Come on,
on.
Pop.
This ain't pause.
Hold on, Pop. Hold on, Pop. You talking to a Geechee nigga, man. You gotta be careful with that, bro.
I thought
Shout
you
out
was
to Charles.
saying the show, man. Why you saying that? Why you dropping N-bombs?
I didn't say you can drop the N-bomb. I said you can't cuss.
Man, the N-bomb is just as bad. See, you.
No, it's not.
homie.
Man, keep it boxing. Yo, Insane had it boxing. Who else you had? Insane. You had Abdullah, and you had Devin stopping Brian, and who else you had?
Man, listen.
I got
Whoever
Devin
said,
Haney stopping Brian Norman in 6 or 7 rounds.
That's
And the
crazy,
last
but
fight, I'm gonna have to go with my Ecuadorian partner on this one because I like why is his name slipping my mind right now? I like him, but when I see him get stalked by Bivol,
Anthony Yard.
Anthony Yard, when he got stopped by was it Bivol?
Not
or
Bivol. Better be.
Yeah, Arthur Better be. Yeah.
And when he split Better Beef open and Better Beef came back and put them dogs on him, I'm talking about dogs. Yeah, I was like, he got some quit in him, bro. I was like, he
don't got quit in him. He just runs out of gas after like 5 or 6.
He quit.
Other than that, them first 5-6
That's
rounds, man, Anthony Yard's a dangerous dude.
That's
Bro.
quitting,
Yeah,
bro.
Anthony Yard has a lot of muscle. You know what I mean? So that muscle, boy, it runs. It'll.
But let me do this.
It'll let him down.
Let me do this real quick. So I'm gonna ask you this, Coach Rock. You heard a guy give a take saying that he thinks that Brian Norman's gonna get stopped. What do you think about that? You
Hey, my name is Insane Talk, brother. You know who I am, BVO. Don't do that, brother. Don't do that, BVO.
Hold on, man. We trying to talk to the coach, man. Hold on.
I mean, anybody, he just threw something out there. He don't even have. I don't think you have a valid opinion on that subject. To be honest,
would you like me to break it down for you and why?
Yeah, break it down.
Okay, well, let me give. Is it okay with you, BVO?
Go ahead.
Because this is not my channel. Everybody, sit back and grab your popcorn. Let me go and elaborate on this. So anyway, okay. So first of all, we're just gonna talk about competition first. Brian Norman has never been in the ring with a world champion or had world champion experience. Brian Norman has never been in a ring where he went where he had to be pushed to a limit with a guy. Brian Norman never had to think in fights. Let me know
when I can go.
We got you, Coach.
Insane. This is not a debate,
hold on,
man. You have to go so fast.
Blue. Go ahead, Insane. Go ahead. Let Insane finish. Coach Rock is going to respond. Go ahead, Insane.
I'm gonna slaughter him.
What?
Go ahead, Insane. Say what you gonna say.
Yeah.
Okay. So Brian Norman's never been in the ring with a guy like Devin Haney, and the guys that he's fought, the Quentin Randalls and everybody else like that, the Jen Psaki's, they don't even amount to a percentage of Devin Haney because these guys have been stopped before. Like Jen Psaki been stopped by a 135-pounder before. Now let's move on to Devin Haney. Devin Haney has been in this dude's talking about please in the damn thing. Okay,
man, read. Keep going. Don't worry about the chat.
I got you. Let's talk about Devin Haney. Devin Haney's been in there with fighters, and Devin Haney has showed you he had a valid chance by getting up with a guy that weighed more than him, a guy that was on 2 different steroids. He showed you how to get up. Devin Haney showed you skills, resilience. Devin Haney showed you footwork. Devin Haney showed you a high IQ. Devin Haney showed you everything he needed to show you in the Regis fight, the Lomachenko fight, and every other fight before the Ryan Garcia fight and after Ryan Garcia. Now, I know a lot of dudes going to say his last performance was a bad performance, but when you 12-0 a person and barely get touched in the fight, I call that an easy night. Now, Devin Haney can do two or three things here. Devin Haney can step to this dude. He can step to this dude and beat his body up and beat him up, or Devin Haney can outbox him. That's what Devin Haney can do. Devin Haney, as he goes up in weight, you notice his power comes with him. Devin Haney been breaking dudes down, sending them to the hospital. Every guy he done fought. Broke Lomachenko a rib, sent him to the hospital. Did the same with Jose Ramirez, sent the Smurf to the hospital. Devin Haney, when you see Devin Haney fight, you never see people just walking through Devin Haney punches. Devin Haney is the most accurate puncher. Devin Haney is the most accurate puncher that we all done seen, especially at the lighter weight, especially at 40, and he's been at 47 for 2 fights. But if you fight over 140, you might fight at 141. That's actually welterweight. Now, Devin Haney has these coaches that have been coaching him since he was a kid, right? So he's been trained by Floyd Mayweather. He's been trained by the Zab Judas. He's been trained by the best of the best, the creme de la creme. Now, on Brian Norman's side, he's only been trained by his father. His father's a great coach, but he had a career of 18-11, which is not a good career in boxing.
I'm gonna slaughter you.
I'm almost
slaughter you.
Go ahead, Insane.
Popcorn sucks. So
I got 30 more.
Hold on, Pop. Go ahead, Insane. Finish your land your plane.
Go ahead.
So with that being said, we're just talking about experience here. When Brian Norman has never been in there with an experienced fighter of the caliber of the cachet of Devin Haney, we have a problem here. Yes, cachet.
Time, like time.
Cachet meaning winning the championships. Cachet meaning going to every weight class, beating champions, thoroughbred champions. Brian Norman has never beat a world champion a day in his life, nor been in a ring with a world champion. This is his first time.
Okay, Insane. Go ahead. That's it. Go ahead, Coach. Nobody interrupt Coach Rock. Go ahead, Coach.
All right.
I got you.
So first off, everybody that listen, you talking to a Devin Haney fan. I ain't nobody watched more film on Devin Haney than me, other than Bill Haney and Devin and maybe Brian Norman Sr. Now, that being said, bro, Devin, this is the first time Devin done been in the ring with somebody his size, with longer reach, just as athletic, more fundamentally sound, and who is a counterpuncher, is a timing expert, and can knock you out with one damn punch. Now, everything you said about Devin, all that's true. But he fighting little bitty motherfucker. Lomachenko got a 64-inch reach. Devin Haney got a 71-inch reach. Everybody he been in the ring with, other than that dude from the Dominican Republic with the blonde hair, the greenish blonde hair that he fought back at about fight number 18 or 16 or something, they've all been shorter than him, shorter than him and shorter reach. So this is the first time he done been in the ring with somebody of that athletic ability. Now, coming forward, yeah, you're right. B only 24 years old. He just really getting on the scene from that standpoint. But I'm telling you, Devin Haney been following the Floyd Mayweather Brown print, fighting a lot of Mexicans. Jojo Diaz, Jojo Diaz was the world champion. Jojo Diaz got 62-inch reach. Lomachenko 64-inch reach. Regis Prograis 66-inch reach. Regis Prograis didn't start boxing till he was 18 years old. If you know damn well about boxing, you starting at 17, 18 years old, you late. Now Regis had a good career, but he's stone-footed and he's slow. Period, point blank. Devin was and he old. He old as Errol Spence. Now he fought Errol Spence in the damn Texas Golden Glove. That's how old Regis' ass is. Keep it moving. Jorge Linares. Jorge Linares was 38 years old when Devin fought him. Gamboa, this is gonna trip y'all out. Gamboa, 5'3".
Yeah.
62-inch arm reach, right? But if you remember, he fought Gamboa after Tank fought Gamboa. Remember, Gamboa tore his Achilles tendon.
Yeah.
Boy, Devin fought Tank. Devin fought Gamboa 8-9 months after that man done tore his Achilles tendon in the ring with Tank. Hell, Gamboa ain't got no health insurance. They done band-aided that man Achilles tendon back together. Now, keep it on moving forward from that standpoint. Now you want to talk about coaches. All right, name me. First off, Devin had a gazillion damn coaches. Some people can say too many cooks in the goddamn kitchen, and that's why his style all over the goddamn place. All right, now. Yeah, he had Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, he not Floyd Mayweather hit some miss with him. Floyd Mayweather Sr. coached him a little bit when he first started off. Yeah, he had Mike McCallum. Now he got Mickey. Now, yeah, he had Mickey Bay. Now Mickey Bay back. Kevin Newman. Kevin Newman worked for Top Rank now. He was one of his youth coaches also. Okay, cool. All that right there. Now, what they're saying about what Big B, former champion, got a good analytical mind. But see, y'all don't even know that Byron Oglesby is in that corner also. Byron Oglesby, he was Luis Colazzo's coach. Byron Oglesby has been involved in after this next fight, he would have been in 30 world championship fights. And B Norman is the fourth champion who he been coaching. All right. O'Neal Bell here in Atlanta. He was his coach. All right. So you saying this stuff because he got big names, but I'm telling you, from a corner standpoint, the advantage go to B Norman as far as the corner standpoint. You talk about Devin Feet. Come on, bro. Listen, man. The heavier you get, the slower you gonna get. I don't care nothing about. I mean, like I said, I've watched everything that Devin has done. Look, man, I watched Devin fight spar on Lydell Rose. I watched him spar Paul Spadafora. I watched him spar, of course, everybody know about Sean Porter. But hell, I don't watch all his damn sparring matches. Hell, I know his ticks. Devin is not fundamentally sound. Devin can't punch. Look, all boxers who've been boxing since they were 6, 7, 8 years old know how to punch better than the average man. But Devin not fundamentally sound. When you watch Devin hitting the damn heavy bag, when he get excited, his whole back foot come up off the ground. His whole back foot come up off the ground, which means he's not transferring weight and energy through his feet up through his torso to his shoulder. He ain't doing it. The other part about it is, and I'm gonna tell you this, what's gonna happen. Devin throw wide ass hooks. He throw wide looping hooks. He throw wide looping uppercuts. And he can get away with that shit because he's fighting motherfuckers that's shorter than him and who got short ass arms. I'm telling you right now, if you go back and watch the Cuevas fight, watch Cuevas throw that wide looping ass hook, and watch how B Norman throw a tight ass hook and beat him to the punch and catch him there. That I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen. And then, and be honest with you, I think Devin gonna get knocked out with a right hook. He gonna get knocked out with a right hook. And I'm here in Atlanta. And the reason why everybody laughs when people say that B ain't athletic and don't have good feet is because y'all asses ain't seen him. Bro, what he doing is gooning people. I don't really see B moving and grooving on people when he inspiring down here, unless he in the ring with 168 pounders, 100 or light heavyweights, and he knocking their asses out too. Devin Haney brought in slow ass. This is what they did. They brought in Charles Conwell, not a puncher and slow. They brought in Kevin Newman, not a puncher, good fundamental boxer, but he's slow. They brought in Troy Isley, damn sure not a puncher and slow. The problem they got is that they planning for power and roughness, like B just a roughhousing ass fighter. He's not. What they should have been bringing in that motherfucking camp was some damn speed. They've missed the boat completely on that right there. And like this is Brian, the paper. See, y'all want to call Brian Norman a slugger. He's not a slugger. What B is he's a counter puncher. His power is the best thing about him. The first thing about him is his timing. He time your ass like a motherfucker. I mean, watch some of them damn fights, man. He time you like a motherfucker. 2, he's never out of position. He in your damn face. And 3, he got power in both hands. He can knock your ass out with either hand, left hook, right hook, lead uppercut, right uppercut, all that. And see, man, y'all get a false sense of security talking about this Quentin Randall shit. Let me put y'all up on game. Brian Norman signed with Oh, he dead now. Same guy who signed Boots, right? Cameron Duncan. B signed with Cameron Duncan, right? Now, when they were leaving Cameron Duncan in between promoters and managers and shit, right? You had an 18-month period that B didn't fight when he got signed to Top Rank. What y'all didn't know was all 4 of those 4 fights that he fought with Top Rank, he went into those fights with a broke right hand or a broke left hand. He had 2 surgeries on each damn hand for them damn 4 fights, and he had 0 sparring. But they just got the Top Rank deal. I said, man, when y'all gonna get the hand for? He said, man, we're gonna thug it out. So when he fought Quentin Randall last, he fought Quentin Randall with 0 sparring and a broke ass left hand. That's why when you see him, he ain't throwing a damn jab. He just pawing with it and throwing the right hand. And the fight before that shit with Boca Chica, hell, he had a broke right hand and a good left hand. When he fought, what's the guy's name? When he fought Santillan was the first time he had surgery, no hand problem. But hell, he beat Santillan this death, and then broke the knockout punch. He broke his left hand on that one, had to have a surgery. This is the first time in a year for the last 18 months, he done had 0 hand problem, good sparring. He in hella shape. This is his 3rd fight. Look, man, I don't watch 8 sparring session, right? I seen him hit a motherfucker in the eye and split his cornea. Y'all know what a cornea is?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
He did not detach a retina. And this was he hit the motherfucker in the eye with headgear on, and the pressure of the damn punch split a motherfucker cornea. That man's his career over with. I don't know how you fix the black in your eye from a straight punch. He sparring motherfuckers in 18-ounce gloves. He doing mitts in 18. He doing mitts in 18-ounce gloves, sparring in 16. He just not finna move down to 8-ounce gloves and mitts now. They can't even mitt him up. Nigga hand too fast. His hand too fast. He hit too damn hard. He breaking your damn wrist when he throwing straight punches and hooks on your ass. They can't mitt him. B Normal, his daddy can't mitt him. His daddy mitt him for one day. Byron mitt him the next day. So I'm just saying, bro, y'all believe in the hype. Y'all know what y'all saw, but I'm telling you, bro. Dubois.
Hold on, one
He
second.
fast.
Let Insane get in there.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Let Insane get in here. 1 second. Go ahead, Insane.
Okay, very respectfully, everything he mentioned was the same thing that Brian Norman Sr. been saying. So let's start with the Gamboa fight while I go through all my notes. Devin Haney went to that Gamboa fight with a broken hand, if you didn't know, and still outboxed Gamboa. Let's go up here to the notes real fast.
No, he did, bro. He had a broken hand when he went in that fight. He was coming off a shoulder injury also.
I took a picture of it, then I'll just go down to the other ones that I said. Okay, so you mentioned Brian Norman's reach, but Brian Norman has a 1-inch reach advantage, which pretty much is going to equal itself out. The crazy part about that,
bro, I don't care nothing about no reach. Go ahead. That was a Devin conversation.
Jose Ramirez was actually bigger and longer than Norman. If you check the height and measurements, he was actually longer with a longer reach.
No,
so Devin has fought bigger people because he's fought younger and bigger people, i.e. Ryan Garcia, who was actually on steroids and who's longer than Devin, and Jose Ramirez is actually longer than Devin Haney as well. Just check the measurements if I'm wrong.
So let me ask you this: in them 2 fights, what happened?
Oh,
Hold on, Coach. Let him finish, Coach.
Go ahead.
Then you said, okay, I said that about the broken hand already. Then we talked about the coaches. So the thing about the coaches is this: Brian Norman Sr. did not coach Brian Norman Sr. and whoever else you said did not coach B. Norman Jr. to Undisputed. Bill Haney did. Then you said they got a lot of chefs in the kitchen. Yeah, it takes a lot of chefs because that's when you learn. That's when you learn a lot of different styles. You can't just come in with the same style because that's how you can get picked off. You forgot Freddie Roach as well and other people that he learned from. This is how you make a gumbo. This is how you make the ultimate fighter right here, to have a lot of different avenues to yourself and not just the same jab that y'all say. Y'all say that boring arrow jab, the same boring arrow jab that won Floyd Mayweather.
I don't say nothing about no boring arrow jab.
And won him. Let's go here for a second now. Let me just go down now. I'll be done literally in 1 minute, 60 seconds. BVO, you can count it for yourself. Then I said, he said something about he's been watching Brian Norman's fights or whatever. But then I asked myself, I said, can he name 5 opponents that Brian Norman fought? Because I didn't watch Brian Norman fights, and I still can't name the dudes that he was fighting because he has no track record or no resume to add up to a guy like Vasily Lomachenko, Jojo Diaz, Jose Linares, Ryan Garcia, the Smurf, Regis Prograis, and Jose Romero, who all were champions except for Ryan Garcia. Let's move down. Somebody timing me here because I'm trying to keep everything.
Go ahead.
30 seconds.
So he said something about being in a tight hook or whatever, and Haney throws a wide hook. Haney throws that hook a little bit wide because Haney keeps the distance between you and him. Brian Norman's not going to be ever faster nor intelligent to close the distance against Devin Haney like Devin Haney does with better fighters than Norman. Can somebody tell me where I'm at before I lay this last thing?
Man, just lay the plane down. Go ahead.
10 seconds. You got 10 seconds.
Nah, he got more than that. Go ahead, land your plane.
Everybody that you said that you spoke on that Devin Haney had in his sparring camp, you didn't speak on the people that he didn't have in the sparring with him. So those are the guys that let you know. Now I got some behind the scene work that shows Devin Haney putting in work on dudes that you did not mention, but that's a behind the scene thing. And I'm gonna land my plane with this one. And I'm not gonna say that because that's disrespectful. And I got too much love for my people, and I love my people. You did a good job with repeating Brian Norman Sr.'s points.
These things. Okay. Tell me when I can talk. Tell me when I can talk.
Yeah, go ahead. We got you, Coach.
It's my turn.
Nah, go ahead.
Let me get you.
Go ahead.
It's saying finish.
Oh no! I'm done. I'm on mute. I'm on mute. I'm done.
All right, Coach.
All right, so first off, let me explain something to you. I know Devin Haney better than you. That's number one. That's number one. I know Devin Haney better. See, what you don't realize is you arguing with a Devin Haney fan. See, you arguing, like I said, you are like my son is a boxer. Devin Haney jab is called a cross step jab. They call it the kid. They call it a cross step jab. And you know, if you look at Pernell Whitaker had it from the southpaw side, and Muhammad Ali had it from the orthodox side. We do a cross step jab. If you see my son get caught in the corner, he cross step jabbing up out the motherfucker. That's what he do. That being said, they also got the kickstand jab. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when Bill Haney calling for the 1-2, he calling for Bill Haney want a 1-2, he said bring the brick behind the stick. The stick is the 1, and the brick hand is the 2. I mean, I know Devin Haney better than you. I can tell you when he finna throw a damn hook. When Devin Haney start goddamn rocking when he start rocking that damn front shoulder or some shit like that right there, he finna throw a long looping ass hook, or he finna throw a looping ass lead uppercut from damn near down to this floor, down to his knees. So you talking to a Devin Haney fan connoisseur. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got a podcast called Counterpunch Conversation. I done been called a Devin Haney glazer or whatever a gazillion times. I don't have no problem with Devin. What I'm simply telling you is that and everything you saying is correct. B don't have them names on his resume like Devin. He ain't got them old ass Mexicans on his resume like Devin. he ain't got them. Jojo D. I mean, it's Floyd Schofield Sr. just told you that Jojo D had been drunk for 10 years now. That's what happened in his career.
It was.
All right, so yeah, I ain't tripping on that. Yeah, he ain't got the names. He don't have the names on the resume. See, and I'm gonna put y'all up on game right here, and all y'all gonna appreciate this. Now, Floyd Mayweather came up in a time. Yeah, remember Mayweather 24/7?
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm. All right.
The real first reality boxing show.
So Mayweather 24/7. Floyd was the first one to utilize reality TV in boxing. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Now, pay attention now. Reality TV really went out of style around 2012, 2013, 2014, right? Mm-hmm. What came into play around 2012, 2014? YouTube. So who took more advantage of YouTube than Devin Haney with Real Devin Haney TV?
Real Devin Haney
sparring and everything on YouTube. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So, and I'm saying, and this is my point. Devin B. Norman 5 years younger. They didn't come up through the whole YouTube craze. They ain't had Dante Boxing Nation and Fight Hype and Sean Zattel and all them damn folk in them Mayweather gyms out in Las Vegas filming them and doing interviews and all that shit with them, right? They ain't had all that right there. So I'm saying that to say, even though Devin didn't go the Olympic route, he still utilized YouTube just like Floyd utilized reality TV, and he catapulted his damn career. So what you really got is a fighter like B. Norman, who wasn't signed by Top Rank or PBC or Matchroom, or he wasn't signed by a major coming out. He done had to dog his way through this shit since he was 16 years old. See, you talking, bro. I was at the gym when he sparred Gervonta Tank Davis, and Tank was 20 something, 21 and a world champion, and B was 16 years old, and Tank got out that goddamn ring, was sitting on the ladder on the apron of the ring, contemplating his goddamn life. All right, I was there. I was there. This ain't some shit I got to guess about. When Bud and them came there around September of 2021, Jamel Herring was finna fight Shakur. They was at Granite City Boxing where beating them in camp now. See, I was there. I was there. You see what I'm saying?
All right, time, coach. All right, time, coach. Let my man get some.
Let's come on back in, Sam. Come on back in. I'm gonna tell
Okay,
you
cool. Now I heard what you said.
Come on back
You
in.
said he fought all these old Mexicans that actually was world champions with Brian Norman.
Look at. I got one more thing I got to ask you too. Put that goddamn notepad down and go off the top of your head. We in a rap battle. Look, man. Look at me.
Put the notepad down.
Come
Go
off
off the
top of your
top.
head. Put that damn pen down. Come off top of your head.
You want to freestyle? You want to
I can tell you write shit down because it ain't
I'm
flowing
right. BVO, can I go?
Stop reading, goddamn it. Stop reading.
BVO, can I go?
Off the top of your head.
You can do whatever you want, Insane.
Okay, cool. So now I'm just sitting here rebutting everything that he says because I like to put dudes in coffins and then put cement over the coffins.
Can't put me in no damn coffin.
He said old ass Mexican fighters that were world champions that have bigger names than Brian Norman and everybody that who he's fought. Then we speak about resume. Your resume speaks for you. Your resume actually are guys who you accomplished and beaten. And when you beaten guys like Vasily Lomachenko, the Smurf, and everybody else that Devin Haney has beaten, that's actual world champions. That gives you what you call experience. Devin Haney is the more experienced fighter, and Brian Norman couldn't last in something called doghouse rules. He ain't that tough. Right? Give me somebody time this last minute because I'm about to just
go ahead. Go ahead.
I did say that he was already a proven fighter. Then I said Devin Haney already beat up Tank Davis. Then he said Devin Haney was older than Brian Norman by 5 years. That's a lie.
No, I didn't say that. I said Tank. Go ahead.
Okay, but Devin Haney's only 3 years. Devin Haney's only 3 years older than Brian Norman. But what we have is a proven fighter. Devin Haney is now what you call a proven fighter. That means he's been in these tough situations. He's been in there when the kitchen was hot. He's been in there with guys like Ryan Garcia, who was on 2 steroids and bigger and came in overweight. He's been in there where he's been dropped, beat up, pummeled, and got up after the first knockdown, boxed his way in the next round to victories. Every round that Devin Haney got knocked down in is the rounds he lost. But every round that he didn't get knocked in, he won. And this was a guy who was woozy, he was wobbly, he was getting hit with bricks in his head, and he still showed y'all composure and how to fight under pressure. He went 12 with a man on 2 different steroids. Brian Norman has never been in that situation. Let me tell you something about the lights, too. Brian Norman ain't never been in the lights. What we have to understand is Devin Haney is Brian Norman's toughest opponent ever. He's ever going to face, period. Because Devin Haney is what you call a proven fighter. Now, I'm only speaking on resumes here. I'm only speaking on what you did in the sports. You feel what I'm saying? Mr. Brian Norman Sr. has never coached this man to be the world champion or win something called undisputed or beat the guy. The guy was named the Matrix, who they said was better than Bud Crawford, Roy Jones Jr. Oh no, my bad. That was what's the mixed boy name? From 168, the winner beat Kovalev.
No, ain't nobody helping you. Ain't nobody helping you.
The mixed boy from Oakland.
Helping you, man.
Andre Ward, man.
I said Andre Ward. So Andre Ward.
Andre Ward, man.
Vasily Lomachenko. When that man said Vasily Lomachenko was better.
Let me say this real quick. I'm gonna say this. Respect.
Did you stop me? Did you stop me because I'm cooking?
No, hold on. I'm gonna just say this. Let me say this real quick. I heard some of them points before and saying I just want you to know that. I heard some of them points before. We got to go off the head, bro. We can't be in here reading lyrics, bro.
No, this is off my head.
I'm just saying.
He said he can't be reading lyrics.
This is what. No.
Man, battles gotta be face to face. Battles gotta be face to face. They can't be picture to face. Battles gotta be face to face.
Can
I go now?
You gotta check your. You gotta put
the
the
right side. We got.
Insane, I got a question for you.
Yeah, yes, I'm a product of PFTV. Go ahead.
Insane.
Insane is hype.
When is Devin Haney's birthday? Everybody be quiet. Listen now. You know Devin Haney. When is Devin Haney's birthday? Huh?
I don't know. I can tell you my kid's birthday though.
Devin Haney's birthday is November the 17th.
I wouldn't know that, brother.
Stop. Brian Norman Sr. birthday November 23rd. They fight on November 22nd. I just said the birthday thing, bro, just to let you know that you don't know Devin Haney better than I know you. Better than I know him. Everything you saying, man, is a retreaded point from that standpoint. And like I said, yeah, he fought Ryan. Listen, bro, you talking to a dude who was sitting at the front of the TV stunned, man. I dislike Ryan Garcia to my soul. I never cheer for Ryan Garcia. I never had nothing good to say about Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was hurt to my core when Devin lost the fight. And yeah, you're right. Devin won every round except for the rounds that he got knocked down in. But hear me when I tell you this right here, bro. Hear me when I tell you this way right here. I watched Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia sparring, and I've actually watched Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia fight when they fought in the last time they fought was in the USA Boxing Nationals. And Devin won that fight. But he looked uncomfortable even in that fight right there. The fight that he fought with Ryan Garcia looked a lot similar to the fights that he fought in when they were fighting in the amateurs. That's because if you understand boxing, you know that the way a kid looks when he's 12 and 13, 14 years old, they really got a lot of that same similar style when they get up, when they get in their 20s and 30s and late 30s. And that's because muscle got memory and you develop certain habits in doing it. Devin had a problem with two boxers. He had a problem with Ryan Garcia, who was on steroids, who could reach his ass with a hook. I ain't even tripping on the bow and arrow jab, because Floyd was on some bullshit with that. Because if you know anything about boxing, a lot of boxers when they stretching out to reach with that jab, especially if they stretching out with a body jab, they elongating their body from the side, and it's gonna look like a bow and arrow. If you understand that, if you coach and you understand that, that's number one. Number two, he got caught. You say Linares was bigger in his size. He got caught by Linares from that standpoint with a hook. But see, with a right hand. Devin Haney got caught with a right hand trying to go into a shell and a shoulder roll position. Now, listen very closely. Devin Haney will go into a shoulder roll, a Philly shell position, right? And then he would duck down. He would duck down in the Philly shell position, right? But his shoulder not coiled up, and he wasn't ducking down and leaning back. He was ducking straight down. So what Linares did was he came straight overhand with a right hand and over Devin's shoulder and caught him with a right hand. That's when Devin came up doing the stinking leg. He came up doing the stinking leg.
It was seven.
Hold on, let me finish.
That is not true.
This is a technical thing. Now this is a technical thing. He got hit with a right hand over the shoulder. You talking to a Devin Haney fan. I know more about the boy than you. So listen, you might learn a little something. Now, the reason why, and you said picked up all these chefs and shit in the cook, and I said too many chefs in the kitchen, right? You said no, you got to get all that to get your cachet and get. That's how you make a great gumbo and all that shit right there, bruh. The man trying to shoulder roll without the basic fundamental principles of the form. Right? Listen. My son used the shoulder roll, right? And he was ducking his hot ass down in close range, just like that, and a motherfucker was touching him. I'm just like, bro, you keep getting touched in that position. So I had to go look at it and study this shit. Okay, this is what we doing wrong from that standpoint. All right, when you duck down in that shoulder roll position right there, yeah, you're not protected. All the motherfucker gotta do is come straight down on your goddamn chin, and that's what happened to Devin. Now, Devin is Devin is executing a move or defensive position that he never fully understand. He don't have the muscle memory in this shit to be able to execute it properly and to be safe with it. He just don't. You got two types of shoulder rolls. You got an open style and a closed style. James Toney had an open style with the lead shoulder open so he could counter more, and the lead foot pointed more at a not a 45
Time,
degree
coach.
angle.
Time.
You see what I'm saying? I'm just technical off in this shit, man.
I gotta say this. This is like an episode of Pros versus Joes, man. You getting slaughtered.
Y'all got to give Insane more time to talk though, because Coach is
wait, who
cooking.
getting slaughtered? He hasn't said it. Wait, who getting slaughtered?
But man, insane ass reading his damn notes, man. And the problem you got,
Wait,
man,
who
is,
getting slaughtered?
listen, bro, you insane. You sound like, you know who you sound like? You sound like Devin Haney ass trying to do all them Floyd Mayweather quotes and know damn well they ain't here. That's why he talking like that. Listen to Devin do an interview. Every damn word got a period behind it. He's stopping and starting. That's how you sound, bro. You stopping and starting your
BVO, when you gonna stop this, bro? When you
What
gonna
I was
stop
doing,
this?
what I was doing
Stop.
was rebutting you. I was
BVO,
rebutting
throw
you.
the towel in.
Hold
Throw the towel in.
When you gonna stop?
And
this?
we go. Oh, this you getting slaughtered and saying, but this is what
Nah.
Yeah, you a hater. Yeah, you a hater. He's easy.
I thought Insane had some good points.
Hold on, bro. If we stop it right now as everybody, and
do that. Let's do that.
One second.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
One second. When y'all hear BVO talking, y'all gotta be quiet. When y'all hear BVO talking, y'all gotta be quiet. So let me say this.
BVO, you got to watch how you say that, brother.
Listen,
come on. It's respectfully though. Go ahead, BVO.
Come on, bro.
Go ahead, BVO. Go ahead. Say what you gonna say.
Hey, we gonna have a crab boil, man. You better chill. We gonna have a crab boil.
You see, Plies, you gotta stay out of this, homie. Remember what I told you? I'm on Felice Johnson. He bro in a minute.
That's crazy though.
Hold on.
Go ahead, BVO. Say what you gonna say, BVO.
Let me say this. I think we should do just a sudden death round because I definitely heard a. Hold on, one second. It's a sudden death round. Winner take all. We're gonna do a round. We're gonna have the judges and all that. But I'm gonna say this. Insane. I'm not different anymore. I'm not gonna put you out there. I want fresh quotes. I want stuff from you.
I was rebuttaling what he was saying.
I'm just saying. No, I'm telling you. And this one, everything got to be fresh. We got the cameras on. We're gonna do one round each. Winner take all. And who want to start? Someone got a coin. Flip a coin.
Well. Let's first
of all, flip a coin.
No, before you flip the coin, let's give them a certain amount of time.
We're gonna give them 2 minutes apiece.
Okay.
D-Free, you got your stopwatch? You know, Puerto Ricans always got a stopwatch.
No, I ain't got no stopwatch.
I can time it. I can time it, BVO.
I got my other phone.
Yes, I can.
Let Blue Hustle do it. Let Blue.
I can do it. I got my other phone. Hold on. Let me get it ready. Hold on.
Hey, BVO, this is why you ain't got no friends.
You do. Hey, BVO cool with me. What you mean? BVO cool with me, man. He cool.
This is a sick Negro.
Nah. It's all. Nah.
You want me to rebut him or just don't even care what he's saying and just go?
Hold on. This is what we're gonna do. Hold on. This is what we're gonna do. Listen. This is what we're gonna do. It's called sudden death. I'm gonna give y'all both 2 minutes each. Y'all gonna be able to cook. Winner take all. We're gonna have Bernard, Dub, and Free judge it, and we're gonna have my man Blue Hustle keep the time. Go ahead, Blue Hustle.
Okay, hold on. Hold on 1 second. God, please, give me 1 second, please. I'm getting it ready. I got you now.
Okay. Who got a coin, man? To flip a coin real quick. You got a coin?
I got the coin up.
All right, go ahead and flip the coin while we got what y'all got.
Somebody got to call it.
Heads.
Let's see. Came up tails.
It's saying you go first. I won.
Okay, hold on. I'm bringing it up right now.
Dang, Blue.
I can.
Man,
hey, let Blue judge. I got the timer. I got the timer up right now. If you want to do that, I can.
No, I ain't judging. I got the timer.
Right, okay, so the judges Bernard, Smoke, and Dub. That's the judges.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just let me know when you're ready. Let me know when you're
Or
ready.
you
I'll
want, or you
start.
want,
I'll
or you
start.
want, or you want Free to be a judge, or you want
Yeah,
Free
yeah.
to be a
Let
judge.
Free do it. Let it be.
Yeah, I don't want to
Come
judge
over
right
Free.
now because it makes it easier for me to do the stopwatch. So
Okay, so we got Puerto Rican Free as a judge, we got Crazy Smoke, and we got Coach B. Those are 3 judges. And we're gonna go. You say you're gonna let Insane go first. Go ahead, and someone put you on the main screen.
Man, listen, to make it fair, why don't y'all let Insane be one of the judges too? He gonna vote against himself.
You're not good. I'm
Oh,
in enemy territory right now, and I'm still cooking you.
How's it
What are we
enemy
doing?
territory?
Man,
You
you ain't even
definitely
got no
not.
gas on in your house, man.
You're not in enemy territory, homie.
hey,
no,
don't
you're
say it. Don't
not.
say it. Don't
Listen, you
say
ain't
it.
I
This
only
one.
see prize. That's all I see is prize real big in front of me.
Insane, you ain't
Hold
paid
on.
your light bill, man. You ain't got no gas on. You can't cook nothing, man.
That's
Your power off, bro.
All right, go. You
crazy.
I might get
five.
Hey,
paid
when
a
you
Oh, hold
bill,
on.
but
No,
I
no,
paid the
no,
light
no.
bill.
Insane.
when he
5. Hold on.
Hold on,
5.
wait.
I
Are
don't
we
want to
just
be
doing
a
who
judge.
wins?
I'm not good at that.
You're not a judge. You're not a
Are we
judge.
doing this? Who wins against Devin Haney, or what are we doing? Like specifically, tell me where we're at specifically. Who
So
wins
basically,
the
the
fight and
argument.
why?
Oh,
What do we?
y'all want to? What you want to do, Coach? You the A side. What you want to do, man? Who wins the
How
fight?
you
Or
get that?
Nah, I'm gonna kill Insane no matter what he say. So he can choose it. I'm gonna tear him up on anything
what
he
you?
got. It don't
What
matter.
you want to
Man,
be,
man,
Insane?
who wins and why? Let's keep it simple.
There you
Who
go,
wins
right
and
there,
why?
right here.
Go ahead.
Devin, let me know when to start.
when you
Huh?
start, I'll set the time. When you start, when you say something, I'll set the time.
All right.
Devin Haney's gonna win just by experience. Like I say, the guys that he fought on his resume gave him more pointers than Brian Norman guys that he fought. Fighting guys like Vasily Lomachenko gave Devin Haney what you call dimensions and ways to throw punches and ways to move and avoid punches. Ryan Garcia taught Devin Haney, hey, you're not this good, bro. You're not this good, bro, and you need to get back focused. So what Devin Haney did after that, he got back focused, he got in the gym, and he got his game right. Fighting guys like Jojo Diaz, Jose Linares, they all taught him something in these fights because he went in these fights, winning world championships after fighting these guys. Understand this: when Floyd Mayweather has been in doghouse rules, Floyd Mayweather has just trained with the best. He's trained with champions. He's been tested. He's been battle tested. He's been in the field. He's been in the kitchen where it was hot, where he had to get up and fight a man on steroids, where he was woozy, wobbly, drunk in the head, and still went fight. Devin Haney's a masterclass boxer. Devin Haney has high IQ. He has ring IQ. He has the best footwork in the game, and he has the best defense in the game. Devin Haney has multiple ways of giving you defense besides just a shoulder roll, which he perfected. That's how he ended up beating. The Smurf. Devin Haney has showed you time and time again why he's an undefeated fighter. He has speed, he has power, he has the momentum going from him, and he thinks he's the best. When your mindset makes you believe and think that you're the best, you're going to come in with the best. And like I say, with the coaches that gave him the game that they've been giving him, he can come and fight you in 3 different styles and the fight, or 4 or 5 different styles. Devin Haney can first you the first 1 through 3 rounds. He can fight you. He can step to you. The next 3 rounds, he can outbox you. The next 3 rounds, he can give you all body work. Devin Haney is what you call a Swiss Army knife. He has everything going for himself. He has great coaches, and he listens to his coaches, and he pays attention to what's going on in the ring. Devin Haney is known for setting up punches. He keeps his head off the line, and Brian Norman has a problem with keeping his head on the line. Brian Norman has bad footwork. Brian Norman just jump hooks. Brian Norman has no defense, and Brian Norman wants to, what you do is put your head in someone's chest.
Stop.
Time. Yep. The clock will start when you start talking.
Let me know when you start. Okay.
I'm starting right now. So we're not gonna argue experience from that standpoint. Yeah, you're right. He did fight Lomachenko. I think I already debunked that. And arguably, people said that I thought he won the fight. A lot of people said he lost the fight. That being said, what I know about Brian Norman is that, number one, the unknown will kill you. And you think Brian Norman doesn't have footwork. I know for a fact that he does have footwork, and there are people on this chat who can tell you for a fact that he got a footwork. You think Brian Norman doesn't have a boxing IQ? I know for a fact he has a boxing IQ, and there are people on this chat right now who know for a fact that he has a boxing IQ. The reason why he gonna beat Devin Haney is because in boxing, all things being equal, size the same, reach about the same athleticism, 2 black fighters, right? So what's gonna win? What's gonna determine the factor? What's going to determine the winning factor is who got the best fundamentals. The bottom line is that Devin Haney don't throw his punches right. He throw looping ass hooks. He leave himself open. He leave himself open to get countered. His defense are his legs. He does not have a good in-place defense in regards to catching and shooting and things of that nature right there. Brian Norman throw all his punches perfectly. His best attribute is his timing and positioning. His timing is going to allow him to catch Devin with a lead hook from either side, right hand or left hand, because Devin throw looping ass punches. Devin also telegraphs what the hell he doing. You know Devin finna throw a damn punch because he rocking his lead, he's standing in damn place and he rocking back and forth with his lead shoulder. Anytime he do that shit right there, he finna throw it, he finna use that damn lead shoulder. He winding up the damn do it the same way that the Shane Moore used to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? So the fundamentals are going to win the fight. Brian Norman Jr. got the better fundamentals. That's it. Period. Point blank. Period. Point blank. He got the better fundamentals from that standpoint.
That's time.
All right, go ahead.
Who you supposed to call it?
Nah, that was dope.
Yeah, Blue, you following the steps, man. Dang, Blue.
All right.
You can let.
That was about 2 minutes though.
That was longer than 2 minutes, wasn't it? Because mine said he was over.
Yeah, he went. It was like 2 minutes and 4 seconds or something from my time. So
don't worry about it. It's all good. Let's make it happen.
Let's go to the judge.
We're gonna start with Brother Bernard on this. What you got for us, Brother Bernard?
I think both of them actually put on a better argument than I thought. I really am surprised. Both of them put on a great argument. I think both of them brought out in the 2 minute debate portion. I think they both brought out real points as opposed to fan points. So I have to give them both credit. When it comes to the debate portion, it's crazy, but I have to go with Brother Insane, and I'm gonna tell you why. Brother Insane never stumbled. Towards the back end, Coach Rock, he stumbled. He got caught up. If I'm looking at this in reference to the fight concept, that was the most crucial 60 seconds in the corner, and he had lockjaw. And Insane was more fluid with his. I think both of them gave great points, and we have to actually bring them back when the fight is over so that the person who came up short, unless they have a draw, has to basically say, hey, I apologize. I know nothing about boxing to the other one, because one is definitely going to be wrong and one is definitely going to be right.
Go ahead, D Free. That's one for Insane. D Free, you there or you fall on the step?
You on mute, Free.
We can go to Pop then if D Free doing so. Go ahead, Pop. D Free fell on the step.
That was just like Coach said, but that was a
Saying
good debate.
held his own, and Coach Rock, he held it.
Whoa.
If I had to choose who won this round, I would give it to Coach Rock, and I tell you why. When it
Hey, D Free, you gotta go somewhere and stop.
Man, you gotta start all the way. All the way over.
We didn't hear nothing you said, brother.
She keep calling me.
Yeah, you muted again. We can't hear you.
I hear you.
Oh my God.
Man, D Free got a two-way pager, man.
Go to the job real quick. My wife calling me.
All right. Go ahead, Smoke. Pop is the third judge. Go ahead.
Okay. That was a good debate for 2 minutes and only one round. I feel like they slugged it out. They both made good points. I'm trying to keep it just as simple. They both made good points. They both made their argument. I do feel like Coach made better points in his argument. So I made it's not made, but I do think he made better points. But Insane was very passionate, and he knows what he's talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? We was just funning with him about, you know, going off a script and all that, but just going right there freestyling. He did his thing. But I do think Coach made better points, so I'm gonna go with Coach.
All right, BBO, I want.
So we got one for Insane, one for Coach. Go ahead, D3 with the tiebreaker.
No, that's 2-1.
Yeah, it's 2-1 already because D
Yeah,
Free.
D3 said, yeah, Coach.
Oh man.
Both of them gave great points, but the reason I gave it to Coach Rock is because when it came down to the fight, he told me more. He gave me more of an illustration of how the fight will go down. He pointed out the flaws that Devin Haney had, and he told me how Brian Norman will capitalize on the flaws. And when it came to Insane, he just gave me a bunch of fights that Devin fought in the past. He didn't really give me a lot of what he would do in a fight. He said he could fight this way, he could fight this way, he could fight that way, but he didn't show me what he would do to Brian Norman. So, and that's why I gave it to Coach Rock.
Shout out Coach Rock.
Shout out to Coach Rock. So Coach Rock,
you didn't hear me say none of that man flaws. You didn't hear none of that.
Hold on one second. We gotta be in order. So what do you think?
Go ahead.
Hold on, no, Blue. Hold on. What do you think about your first win, Coach?
Hey man, I think is I appreciate the opportunity to come on and debate the brother Insane. I appreciate y'all having me on here. And Bernard, you are right. I did get a little whatever. That might be because I'm 55 years old. But the point that I missed, what I wanted to say, which would have just slam dunked it a 5-0 on this thing for real, on the scorecard, was how many of y'all remember in the Lomachenko fight when Devin came to the corner and told Bill he done figured it out. And Bill said what? Bill said what? He figured out I'm going to my right. Okay, well, just keep going to the right. He doubling it up. And then Bill told the man, just keep going to your right and keep letting him hit you with the left hand. Their whole strategy to beat Lomachenko was to move to the left and let Lomachenko hit him with the left hand straight in the head, because they felt like because Lomachenko was a converted southpaw, that his left hand was gonna be weak and wasn't gonna have no power in it. So Devin get his head snapped back all fight long. That was Bill's strategy now.
He was getting his head. You know what? I knew I was in. Am I lying? Yes, you're lying. Yes, you're lying. Yes, you're lying. You're 100% lying. You're one, and I'm gonna tell you why you're 100% lying. When Devin went back to the corner after round 10, when he said that, Lomachenko only had won his first round. That was round 10. When he went to round 11, as you can see, midway through it, he switched it, and that's how he won round. That's how he could toss up round 11, and he washed him in round 12.
Bro.
I know I'm in enemy territory,
bro. Listen to me now. You talking to somebody who had Devin winning that damn fight, goddamn 8-4, 9-3.
I had him winning 10-2.
Okay, I could agree with the 10-2, but what I'm trying to tell you is that he came to the corner and said, "Daddy, he figured it out."
And he switched it just like when Brian Norman Jr.
he didn't. He still Lomachenko took his foot off the damn gas, but Devin kept getting hit in the head. Listen, man.
Yeah, he did.
Devin kept getting hit with a straight left hand in the damn head.
That's not true, brother.
Bro,
I'm telling you what is true.
Bro.
It is true that Brian Norman Sr. told you figure it out yourself. I don't know what to tell you. That happened though. But like I said, I'm under fire right now.
I'm on enemy territory.
I know what's heading already.
You're not on enemy territory.
How you on enemy territory? This is my first time.
Wait, Rock, can I say something real fast?
Yes, sir.
You're 55 years old. Thank you, brother, so much. You sharpening my game up. You know what I'm saying? Iron sharpens iron. Thank you so much. But like I said, I'm under the gun here, so it is what it is.
Not though.
And thank you for your knowledge, though. Thank you for everything you gave.
Hold on.
That's wrong.
Hold on, yo, insane.
Real fast, please. And I wish your son the best, bro. Future world champion. Thank you so much for the opportunity, bro.
Let me say this. Shout out to Insane, man. I like how he went on there and was crying like he Chinese, man. It was a good debate. I thought you won.
I thought you won too.
I know I won. Got haters up here. No, you got haters that picked the wrong person, but it's okay though.
Man,
Nah,
you can't.
Graveyard. I get it.
The judges
Hold on.
very fair, incredible.
Yo, I don't want to have to keep saying that.
Man, you can't.
Hold on.
You can't use that. You can't use that. Floyd had to go in and do his thing.
Hold up, dog. Hold up.
This is
a debate.
I'm just listening to debate, brother.
I'm just
listening around.
This is a debate. We have opinions of what we believe happened in the debate. If I believe that the coach gave better points on the fight, that's my belief. If another person believed you gave better points on the fight, then that's their belief. But you can't say that you up against a bunch of haters.
And I did.
Dog,
what are you talking about?
Okay, I didn't hear him.
Hold on, Free. Let me do this.
I didn't hear him. Why you getting in your feelings? You lost.
Hold on, Free. Hold on.
Hey, this is the internet.
When y'all hear BVO,
it's the internet.
I'm not gonna say this again. Insane.
I'm gonna go on mute, dog. I'm gonna turn off my camera. Go on mute.
Yeah, everybody go on mute, man. Everybody go on mute. When BVO's talking, y'all need to be on mute, man. I'm gonna just say this. I get what you're saying, Insane, but don't do no Joshua throwing the belts out the ring, bro. Don't take the belts and throw them out the ring.
The nigga clearly wasn't listening to me because he said he didn't hear me, and I clearly said it.
We going off that one. We going off the one round. This we'll do. We'll get you a rematch.
No.
Hold on. Can I say something? Hold on.
I don't want one. I'm good.
Okay,
Debate me in the graveyard where it's gonna be even, and niggas like him that's not listening, bro, gonna give me a fair shake.
Listen, can I say something?
Go ahead.
Listen, man. All right.
I was gonna say do a minute rebuttal time.
I mean, we can do. The thing about it is,
I'm cool, bro. That right there, that was enough for me, bro. Really showed his colors right there. The man said he wasn't listening.
Listen, man. The thing
I
about
didn't say
it
I
is,
wasn't listening. And nobody said I wasn't listening.
Rewind it, BVO.
Bro,
like I said, he didn't say that. He didn't say he wasn't listening. He didn't say that, bro.
Hey, Coach Pitts, this ain't even got nothing to do with you no more. This don't even got nothing to do with you no more, Coach.
I know.
This ain't got nothing to do with you no more.
That's what I said. I didn't hear no debate.
Come to the yard, bro.
What are you talking about?
Hold on, man. Hold on. You're not gonna be on here talking crazy, bro. You're not gonna be on here talking crazy. I feel you. I'm just saying. You're not gonna come on here and say that we ain't give you a fair shake. You're not.
I didn't disrespect nobody.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm not saying you disrespect, but don't say you didn't get a fair shot. We got a dude who's been coaching. This is the thing.
This man said he did not hear me.
Wait. Let me say this.
No, you're not going to win every debate, dog.
Listen. Let me say this.
Win every debate.
Let me say this. This dude, Brother Bernard, has coached with Gary Russell Sr. Listen. This dude came with a Gary Russell Sr., bro. This is a wealth of knowledge. Same thing with Coach Rock. Coach Rock worked with some of the best coaches in Atlanta, man. So these are people we get to talk to. This is what I'm talking about and saying. You get to talk to guys who actually in fights, who seen these guys fight, not some dudes who are at home. No, listen. Not some dudes. Listen, I'm not talking about you. We talking about dudes who not at home eating cheeses talking. These is dudes who've been in the fight game, know the fight game. If you want a rematch, you can get a rematch. But don't be saying, oh, you ain't get a fair shake or none of that. Because you can get a rematch if you want to.
I've been showing this man nothing but the utmost respect.
I didn't say you haven't. I'm just saying, don't say you didn't get a fair one. That's all I'm saying.
Don't say that you didn't get a fair one and saying because the brothers are credible brothers. And I thought you won, by the way, but I'm just saying.
Hold on, I just want to say this. Like, this was pop, right? All right, so cool. We got to also cancel out what we heard before and then just go off straight 2 minutes.
Heard before?
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, bro, we couldn't judge. We had to judge off y'all 2 minutes.
Brother, you said what you said, but my man said
hold on, bro.
I respect your judgment.
Hold on, bro. We just trying to say that off of 2 minutes. Everybody gave you great points. Well, I don't know about you free, but Coach Hackett gave you one. I gave Coach one. Like Free was he was the canceling vote. He won.
Yeah, in your eyes, that's cool.
I'll say this.
Else,
Shout out to Bernard. Bernard said the funniest thing I heard. He said this is like playground basketball with non-NBA guys playing. It's only fun.
well, hey, but not I played college ball, so that's a little different. I played a little college, so that's a little different.
Insane, but for real though, me personally, I thought you won, but on the flip side, I think you got a fair shake. Like Brother B has been in the game, he's got much more wisdom than us in boxing, and he said you won. You know what I'm saying? And then the other the other one, me and BVO said you won, so you can't get salty and be like, "Oh, you didn't get a shake." That's all my everything else.
The man clearly said, "I didn't hear you." I was speaking loudly. You can hear everything I said, every word. When the man said I wasn't hearing you, that means you said you wasn't listening.
Let's clear that up.
I didn't hear. I said I didn't hear no flaws from you.
I did, bro. I said the jump hook. I said the man had no defense. I said he do a jump hook and he puts his head in your chest, and you can easily counter him with an uppercut. I clearly said that.
You said that in the first round. But
no, I said that at
the first round because the whole debate was just kind of like on the fly. So I don't want. You know what I mean? If you want to set it up the right way, that could be done. But for right now, it is what it is. And you know what I mean? There's too much into it.
I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this. When I heard Coach Rock say, "I'm a bigger Devin Haney fan than you," it sounded like
that man birthday, bro. I was just like, okay, I don't know.
Listen, BVO. What I'm saying is, in that we couldn't use any of that from what they said before. We could only do.
Who said this?
At the end of the day, they having a discussion. Ain't nobody getting paid from this.
Nah, it's just nobody getting paid.
Right.
BVO, this is why you ain't got no friends, BVO. This is what you do. This is why you ain't got
Hold on. We get smoked, don't like black people.
Nah, you did this, BVO. You got all these black people arguing.
You said a what?
He just a fat dude that's messy.
This is your fault. You did
Hold on. We ain't gonna talk about
no, BVO. That's not what happened.
I didn't call nobody fat because I got some. Because listen. Anyway,
I
said BVO. You ain't got no friends. You got all these black people arguing.
Hey. But you hold on. But let me say this though. You got to be in shape to work at the car wash. I get that. You're in shape because you work at the car wash. I understand. Hold on. Let me say this. You in shape because you picking up tires. You getting oil out of there. I understand backyard garage and be in shape. Do your thing because I'm sitting at the desk all day, man, making $200,000-$300,000 deals on semi trucks. So I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. BVO got to stop sitting down. But I'll put like this: you keep talking crazy, we're gonna have a crowd boil, man. So we moving on.
Hey, I ain't worried about. I'm gonna take your shoes.
So shout out to my man Backyard Leroy, man. Hitting them cars, changing the oil and brakes. I said, you need some struts, man. Holla at my brother, man. Insane. He'll hook you up. But let me ask y'all this:
I need some.
While we got everybody up here, let me ask y'all this: in this fight, do you guys think if Devin Haney is able to win, he'll get full credit? We're going to start with Coach Rock.
No, because Brian Norman is a charity.
Hold on, Coach Rock. Go ahead, Coach Rock.
Will he get full credit? I mean, one thing you can't take away from, let me say that here to you. It's two things you can look at. Two ways you can look at. One thing you can say, okay, man, one thing about Devin, Devin going to fight. Devin willing to step up and take some challenges and fight some people. In my personal opinion, this is first real challenge. First time he done been in the ring with an athletic, young, black, strong fighter with equal reach, equal or better athleticism. All right, and the first time he been in the ring with somebody younger and hungrier than him. Devin running around, man got diamonds. He got diamond for teeth. Man, took out 4 teeth on each side and got got diamonds in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? And so,
young boy stuff, Coach.
Man, be normal, man. It's like this right here. B Norman Jr. walk around this motherfucker like he work on cars, man. You know what I'm saying? And he paid.
Looking like insane.
You know, he walk around here like he work on cars, man. You know, just got
Hey, look,
a
and that's a
t-shirt
fact too.
and
That's a fact.
That is not a fact that he looked like insane or insane walking around here looking like he's
No,
walking
man, I'm
around a
not
car.
talking about that, bro. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about what Coach said.
but
You
but
being,
but
come on, man, come
but
on,
but
insane. Not everybody,
but
not everything's directed towards you, brother.
yeah,
That's all.
but to bring it to my point is he facing somebody who's hungry. He facing somebody who want everything that Devin Haney got. See, when B beats Devin, he get to take on all those damn accolades and bring him on himself. Devin has always been the hunter. This is the first time he been prey. And he got him, and he got somebody hunting his ass with a 30-06, baby. I'm from Alabama. He got somebody hunting his ass with a 30-06 shotgun,
What
baby.
part of Alabama you from?
Auburn, Alabama.
I live in Montgomery. That's crazy.
War Eagle. War Eagle.
Who live in Montgomery?
Insane.
In Montgomery.
Bro, you from the Gump? Man, I live in Montgomery.
I'm from Long Beach. No, I'm from California, but I bought a house down here.
Okay, man, listen, man, my children were born. Look, man, I got married in Montgomery, and my children with my son and my daughter were both born in Montgomery. They from Montgomery.
Yeah, Insane pick cotton out there. He got a big cotton field out there.
Ain't no listen. Ain't no cotton fields in Montgomery, Alabama. Now, Montgomery, Alabama might as well be Philly or Baltimore. That's for real. Ain't got no big buildings in it, but the people, nah, man, Montgomery's serious.
They getting cracking down here for sure.
Man, listen, man, Montgomery, that little bit of town. Montgomery had 61. They had 61 homicides in what the goddamn.
Dang. Go ahead. Dub got a question. Go ahead, Dub. Got a question. Go ahead, real quick.
Hey man, real quick, man. So, Coach, I heard you go on how you think Junior win the fight. What you think Devin got to do in this fight to win?
Number one, and this one's gonna make it really hard. Number one, Devin can't stand in front of B, but the way for Devin to win is he gotta hope the myths about B are true in regards to being slow and heavy footed, and then the other thing is he gotta hope that B come in and not be himself. He gotta hope that maybe the moment too big, right? I think those are his best shots. I think that B specializes in taking away a motherfucker jab. You know what I'm saying? And the best thing y'all say that Devin got about it, he said he's supposed to have the best jab in boxing. Well, you got the best jab in boxing, and you got a man with damn near impeccable timing against the jab. Right? And so, what you gonna do? You got, but he can try to do the Floyd Mayweather shit where he throw a punch and then try to clinch up and some shit like that. But the question is have B Norman them and Byron them, are they prepared for that? I can tell you for a fact they are. You know what I'm saying? So I think the best way for Devin to win is if B Norman don't be himself. But I just can't see it. And listen now, you talking to somebody who in his life, I ain't never, ever, ever, ever picked against Devin Haney in a fight. I knew he was gonna win them fights. I thought that I was weary about the Ryan Garcia fight because Bill Haney got beside himself, talking about he finna send his son out there to the center of the ring and kill somebody. See, this is what you got to understand as a coach, man. As a coach in this boxing game, you got to be careful about the energy that you impart to your boxer and to your son. It's times where I had to learn, okay, I'm nervous about this damn fight, but I got to step off to the side and take deep breaths and meditate and get my nerves out because I don't want to pass this nervous ass energy on to my son because he the one finna go in here fighting. So your son is not a killer. He is a boxer. So you gonna tell somebody, you got Devin saying, I dare you to come to the center of the ring. Come to the center of the ring. So you gonna come to the center of the ring. He had Devin's mindset all wrong in regards to that fight. Now, This time the energy different. Bill real quiet. Why Bill real quiet? Because Bill know they in the ring with a real dog. See, when you in the ring with them short ass, with everybody you big, notice everything that Devin says. Think about this now. Notice everything that Devin says. Devin always saying, you small, you too little, you too small, you too little. You see what I'm saying? Even
Yeah, he
right
told Loma
now,
that.
he tell them all that. Even right now, bro. Even right now. They told him to come into camp heavier. They obsessed over trying to come into a fight heavier than B. Man, I guarantee you Devin weight went up to about 175, 180. Now he's trying to come down. Now he's trying to come down to 47. You know what I'm saying? He talking about he feel good. Yeah, you feel good because you ain't 70 trying to go to 35. But bro, you still 175. You still finna fuck around and lose 40 pounds. But like I said, that dude right there, the best chance he got to win, he gotta hope Brian Norman don't be himself. Because if Brian Norman come in that damn ring, hitting clicking on all cylinders, he gonna lose. And see, here's the thing. Had they caught B this time last year, they'd have had a better chance. But now, or 2 years ago, he done been to San Diego with folk with the Mexican throwing tacos at him, calling him nigga, calling the N-word, calling him monkey, and he beat Santillan in his hometown. Even the referee was against him. Bro, when he won that damn fight, they put they put Brian Norman Sr. out the damn ring. When you seen a coach get put out the ring after their son win after they boxer win the fight? They put him out the ring. Now, he also went to Japan. He went to a whole nother country, right? The world champion went to a whole nother country, and he got introduced second. He went to a whole nother country, and he was the B side against Sasaki. Now, everybody talking about they worried about the lights. Bro, they not fighting in Las Vegas, they fighting in Riyadh. Ain't no hometown advantage, and it probably ain't gonna be no more than 4,000-5,000 people in there. It ain't this ain't Bud walking out into Allegiant Stadium, 70,000 people. This ain't the T-Mobile Center with 20,000 folk up in there. Man, this Riyadh scene, they're gonna have gonna be a few sheiks up in there, and they wives and their girlfriend. That's it. This ain't no heavy pressure ass fight. Where the lights gonna be, you worry about the crowd and the energy from the crowd hitting you, or you coming out and the folk booing you and man, no, bro, you sitting in front of billionaires, sitting around with their girlfriends and their wives, bro. This ain't that type of party. This ain't Madison Square Garden. This finna be in a probably an arena that's offset from a 5-star hotel in Riyadh. That's real talk. Ain't no rabbit fan base gonna be there. So like I said, Devin Bertram, he gotta hope B don't be himself. But they'll be like, now I was a little worried. I said, okay, well, what if he come in and try to fight the fight like he fought with Ramirez? Trying to move and slow the fight down, because if you're a boxer and you got good conditioning, you can actually slow a fight down with your by feigning and jabbing and shit like that, right? But you gotta ask yourself this right here, bro. He doing that shit. He doing all that moving and feigning versus Ramirez. Man, Ramirez is a typical heavy foot Mexican. While Devin feign, what B gonna be doing? Standing there waiting, looking at him feigning, he gonna be feigning back. See, here's the key thing. B is be a good ass counterpuncher. When B feints, Devin got to honor the feint. And if Devin don't honor the first time Devin don't honor the feint, he getting knocked out. Think about that now. Think about that. The way you deal with a boxer is everybody be talking about, yeah, you got to bang the boxer and box the banger. Yeah, that's true to a certain extent. But bro, if you feint a boxer and you got some power and a motherfucker got to think about that shit, it stop a whole lot of action. That feint stop a whole lot of stuff, because if you don't respect that feint and jump back, a step back, or whatever you gonna do, and the first time you don't, you get hit with that goddamn, you get hit with one of them bricks, bro. It's over with. Watch the Quaver fight. He hit that man across the skull. He grazed him with a piece of hook. Watch that damn fight, man. He hit that man with a piece of hook across the skull, and his legs wobbled. And then he hit him with a jab, a straight left, a power jab. The man flew into the ropes and started blinking his damn eye. Didn't know where he was. Come on, bro. That's a
Brian Norman definitely got better, but I mean, it's 50-50 to me.
No, it's not.
That's
Black
fine.
Jesus about to go in there and win, man. That's all I can say. I can't debate. I ain't good enough to debate nobody like Coach, but I think Black Jesus gonna win, man.
I think he'll find a way to win.
Listen. Devin Haney is the known name and be not. So you supposed to feel like light skinned Jesus gonna go in there and win. Oh, if that what y'all
But
want to
but
talk
we
about.
rock with B Norman, Coach. Like we was one of the first channels when he won his title that actually gave him a full 30-minute segment. No other, even the big channels wasn't doing that until eventually they caught on.
Well,
But with the night that he did
to
it,
be fairness, and to be fair, I thought he was Mexican. That's why I did that at first. I thought he was Mexican.
And I mean, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Man, these cats is honest. They honest with each other. Listen, man. Listen. I was in the gym. I was at Granite City Boxing when they came back from Philly for that first sparring with Boots. I talked to Lil B. I said, man, how was it? He said, man, the difference is not skill. He said the difference is condition. The difference was conditioning. And right then and there, he said he had made up his mind at that point in time right there that he wasn't gonna never get out conditioned again. Different was skill, different was conditioning. I know. Listen, man. I listen. I know when they done had some hard times in sparring. Goddamn, in Baltimore with Nard and them. Listen, man. Folk honest, man. And see, but the thing about success and failure. Let me tell you the difference. Let me tell you the difference. My son just not getting show enough known in the amateurs because we took a break. And we lost some fight. He got his record like 60-12, some shit like that right there. Good ass record, right? But
yeah.
see, let me tell you the difference between my son and people who done won 25 and 30 national titles. When you win like that all the time, you stop getting better. See, success make you think you doing everything. Success make you think you ain't got to keep evolving and getting better. But when you take some losses, get knocked out in the first round, don't quit. You got to come back and fix some shit. When you get knocked out in the second round, don't quit. You got to come back and fix some shit. But when you constantly having success, always going through like that, and you don't have no bumps in the road, bro, then you don't got no reason to come back and fix some shit and evolve like that. And I'm telling you, man, Devin done been undisputed. 2 different weight categories from that standpoint. Got diamonds in his mouth. He got tens of millions of dollars. All that right there. But if you listen to him talk, see, you listen. I know Floyd Mayweather. You talking to somebody who done watched every one of Floyd Mayweather fights in
Him and
4,
Adrian
5,
both
6
do that.
times.
They both do that stuttering like Mayweather used to. They both do that.
Bro, listen to what he said. We gonna take his best. We gonna take his best attribute and we gonna handicap him. Bill Haney talking about we gonna tattoo him. We gonna tattoo him, bro. All they doing is quoting sound bites that they done heard Floyd or Roger say. Gonna look like Piranha done got a hold to his ass at 12 rounds. That shit Roger said in 24/7. I know this shit because I don't watch. I know this shit because I don't watch. Look, bro, I study this shit. The reason why Devin's stuttering so much is because he's trying to think of shit that Floyd used to say that he done tried to memorize when he was a little boy. Man.
Shout out to my brother Insane, man, becoming a member. I appreciate you, man. Go ahead.
Love
We're
you,
gonna go to
Insane.
this.
I didn't ask y'all to put me on blast. Let that just ride next time.
We that's what we do.
Hold on. You gotta be reaching for my waist, but we're gonna let Brother Bernard respond, then we're gonna let Insane go. Go ahead, Brother Bernard. I know you want to respond to what Coach said. Go ahead. Oh, Bernard fell on his
But he
face.
froze.
He got
There,
that smile.
unmute
Oh,
yourself.
there you go.
Unmute yourself, Coach. Can't hear him. Can y'all hear Brother B?
Nah,
Looks
he
like
on
he's
mute.
reading his Bible.
He
It's
on
like he's reading his
mute.
Bible.
Brother B, make sure you're not on mute, Brother Bernard. He might got to go out and come back in.
I think he's trying to go somewhere we can be heard. He in that gym.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
gym loud.
he in the gym.
Yeah.
We'll give him a chance.
Hey, but Blue Hustle, let me ask you a question real quick before we go to Insane and after we get done with Brother Bernard. What do you think about this, man? When you hear somebody doubting a guy like Devin who done it all, what do you think? You back, Coach?
He fell down the
Yeah,
steps.
I'm back.
There you go.
Okay, go ahead, Coach.
Yeah. I've never, nobody has ever heard me profess to be a Devin Haney fan, but I do respect Devin Haney as a boxer and what his career has been. That's the only reason I can't count him out. The boy got a heart of a lion. You can't say he don't, because he facing more people that other guys won't fight, and they could fight those same guys. In my personal opinion, I've sparred with Brian several times. I've had my son spar with Brian. Brian bring a dog factor to the ring, and a dog factor don't mean winning. A dog factor means he refuses to quit. When I heard the parts about the amount of coaches that Devin has had. Devin may have had a lot of coaches, but his core balance is from his dad. When things go wrong, that's the voice he hears. So I don't think that's going to be a major play into it. I think with Brian Jr., him and his dad are in lock sync. So what a common person might hear and not understand, Brian Jr. hears it and understands. And the reason I can say it is not from like watching. I can say it because I've done the same thing with my son. So I'm talking from experience point. A lot of times I think that until you're in that situation, you really don't know what's going to happen. Every guy who's become a world champion had to beat somebody. So, to count Brian Norman out because he ain't been in the light, so to speak, everybody has to have a time in the light. This may be the time when we create the next superstar, which might be Brian Norman. Or it could be the time that Devin Haney shows everybody what he can do. I don't think you can solidify Devin Haney with a win or a loss, because I think he did that when he became undisputed and he went overseas to do it twice against Kambosos. So, for me, I think it's more of we're going to get an opportunity to see a great fight between two young fighters. And that should be the focus or the thought pattern, because we got too many great young fighters who are refusing to step in the ring with each other. The only reason you can have this debate or conversation is because both of them did what neither one of them had to do. That's fight each other. So I think that's the point that has to be harped on. Another thing I enjoy hearing, good debates. I'm glad that the coach and the young brother had a chance to, debate. But I want to, remind the reason I don't go on podcasts, because I think most of them get into the coonery, and I don't like coonery. So if I debate with somebody and it's a very entertaining conversation, if it like I said in the chat, this is the reason why I don't gamble with fake money, because people get more emotionally invested when we playing with Monopoly money than if we playing with real money. and that to me is crazy, because at the end you won the same thing and you lost the same thing. Absolutely nothing. And I don't want to get to the point where people can't even have civilized conversations, because I was about to cut off because that drum is getting a little bit out of hand. And I think that's when that's the soundbite people will always post up. I told you them ain't nothing but savages. I told you at the end of the day, they can talk intellectual, but they ain't nothing but savages. When we give them that type of energy, I think BVO is trying to develop something that has a reputation for quality. And if we're going to debate, we're going to debate. In a debate, it's an opinionated outcome based on what you feel. It's like going to a art gallery and we see impression art. We all see different things. At the end of the day, you have to either enjoy or leave on. I think you guys are all, you know, good in your respects. I think the young man put on a compelling argument, and my reason for him winning wasn't because I agree with his argument. Mine was because he didn't stutter. It's a debate. This ain't them actually getting in the corner and coaching nobody. If they had to both get in the corner and coach a fighter, they might not get a win or a loss against each other. They might get a tie because both of them they didn't even do enough to draw. So you got to think about what we having a conversation. You know, if one man say I know this guy, another man, it's like it turned into two guys at the barbershop getting haircuts. Then they talk about, well, let's go out front and fight then. Yeah, that's stupid.
That's crazy.
That's absolutely ignorant, because the person that y'all debating on, I asked the one question that I always ask. Same thing I asked BVO. How many times Devin Haney called either one of y'all and said, hey, happy birthday. Hey, I knew your daughter was turning 2. So I don't like to hear people when they make it a personal thing, because if you don't personally know these guys, then why would you make it personal? Because he ain't going to bail either one of y'all out of jail. And when you train with a guy, I train with a lot of dudes. I train with Brian Norman. I train with Boots, J. Rock Williams, Gary Russell, his whole family. I've done that with a lot of guys. But just because we train together don't mean you know me. And when you say I know you better than anybody else, that's stalker stuff. Because unless I came up in that house with your kid, unless I know what y'all backbone is, then I can't say that. Because if you say that, then the next question I'm gonna ask in a realistic way is you saying your son could never be him. And that's not to Coach Rock's son, but that's anybody's son. Because if you say you that passionate about what another man can do to another man, and I have no bring, I tell you this, I don't think it's a person on the face of God's planet Earth that can be my son. And I ain't talking about no weight class. I'm talking about man to man. Why? Because I shot him out these nuts, and I know the way he carry himself. It ain't a man on this planet. And I tell people all the time, watch how Shawty carry himself, and then you'll see what I'm saying. So unless you raised it, unless you shot it out of your semen, then you can't tell the heart of no man. You can't tell the guile of no man. Because it got to come from your loins. If people put the same attention that they put into breeding dogs or whatever they doing, half of the people who out here talk about Devin and Brian, if you look at their seed, they come from curse shit. They're gonna check tail and run. So how can a runner give me an opinion on a fighter? That don't even make logical sense. You know, so I like to keep it at the joy of talking about the sport. I like to enjoy conversation with good conversationalists, bring opinions to the table. But at the end of the day, I don't want to see Coach Rock and the young man Insane talk anything else about it until after the fight, because one gonna have to apologize to the other one, because I know it ain't gonna be no draw.
Yeah.
That's my take on it.
Go ahead, Insane.
That was actually well put. That was well put. But I'm just gonna speak on the fight, though. So with the fight, like I said, this comes down to people that's actually been there before. You know, Devin Haney has been in the fire before. Devin Haney has took these shots. Devin Haney is what you call, he's well prepared for this. Brian Norman has never been here before. Brian Norman has so many flaws that you guys think he don't have, or maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe just a regional thing while you guys going for him. But ain't no way that you're comparing Jen Sasaki to Devin Haney. There's just no way possible. And I understand that, you know what I'm saying, it's a regional thing. That's why dudes is going with this guy. Like, I totally understand. But as far as resume go and who the guy has gotten in that ring, understand this, bro. If BVO and my son got in the ring right now, BVO is gonna win the fight. And that's just like who Brian Norman been getting in the ring with. He's been in the ring with top rank setups. He has not fought no real competition. When it came down to fighting real competition, he let $200,000 turn him away. But he really didn't want that fight. Brian Norman has never been tested. Brian Norman fight guys that stay in front of him. Brian Norman is
Don't do that about the money joint. I understand you, bro, but don't do that about the money joint, because it was deeper than that. That's why I said only talk what you really know. it was deeper than that. It wasn't 200,000 that got it turned away. And I'm not talking from the position of my ass. I'm talking from the position of my mind.
Okay, I that's fair. So my thing is this: the guys that's been put in front of Brian Norman, but you have the Brian Norman only knocked them out because they stood in front of him. They didn't have what you call defense. Look at all the guys; they were all flat-footed. They had no fundamentals. And they wasn't a Devin Haney type. And when he fought guys that was a Devin Haney type, like boxers and the guys that move around, he found himself on the floor. He found himself not landing knockout punches. Brian Norman, if you go back to his last 5 fights or even 7, bro, the guys that he knocked out, they stood right in front of him, bro. That's what they do. Brian Norman has a problem with leaning his head onto guys' chests. That's going to get you KO because Devin Haney is what you call a perfectionist. His punch placement is perfect. The same skills that I heard guys say that Brian Norman has is actually Devin Haney. He's not been in the ring with nobody of the IQ of Devin Haney. Remember how you set up shots. Devin Haney can make you do whatever he wants you to do in that ring, and Devin Haney's going to show you why he's a ring general. Devin Haney, I hear guys bring up the Floyd Mayweather. That's somebody good to learn from. That's a professor in college that I want to learn from when a guy can go 50-0 and had a career he has. I want to listen to guys like Freddie Roach. I want to listen to the guys like Roger Mayweather. I want to listen to these guys. I want to be in them doghouse rules fights. So when I get in certain fights, I'll be able to handle getting roughed up. If I'm gonna emulate anybody, I'm gonna emulate Michael Jordan the same as Kobe Bryant does. You feel what I'm saying? Because you emulate perfection. So even though other people feel like a person has a flaws, those flaws, the guy that you're choosing can't exploit those flaws because he's never been in there with that. What we forget to say is Devin Haney's speed. Devin Haney has impeccable speed. And then we're talking about, Devin, the guys are smaller than Devin Haney. Did you look at Debo looking down at Brian Norman Jr.? Debo was looking down at him.
Okay.
That means Debo's bigger.
But let me do this, man, because y'all already debated, man. I want to ask everybody a question about a fight that I think should happen. Do you guys think Kabayel can beat Fabio Wardley?
Yo, I ain't get to say nothing about it. That's messed up, bro.
Oh, go ahead, Pop. Go ahead, Pop.
This is what I want to say about it, right? Like, everybody gave their points, right? Brian Norman this, Devin Haney that, right? I say this. Just like when I watched the video, I'd already said it. Devin Haney, this is probably the easiest he's made weight in the last 10 years. So Devin Haney should be strong. Devin Haney should be fast. He should be what everybody think he should be. Or I can go this route and saying that Brian Norman is timing and a counterpuncher. And one of his best counterpunches is countering the jab. What's Devin Haney's best punch? The jab. I could go there. Here's the thing. I think one fighter is coming into his own and everything is like he's catching his stride, and another fighter trying to figure it out. And the fighter that's coming into his own, I think, is Brian Norman Jr. That's what I think gonna win the fight. I don't care about the bright lights and none of that. I'm from the South just like he is. Like, and to be truthfully, I live in New York, so the bright lights really don't mean a damn thing once you already know what's up. So if you've been watching boxing, I've been watching Devin Haney since Showbox, since, Floyd Mayweather Sr. and all of that good shit. When we watched all that, like, yeah, he next up. When Floyd Mayweather Sr. said, Tank ain't really shit, excuse my language. But Devin Haney, my fighter, yeah, when he was his fighter, I can go back to that. But I can go back, a few years ago when Brian Norman Sr. was talking a lot before, like his son this, his son that. I didn't know he had 2 broken hands, and now I can see why now he put it together these last 3 fights. So to say it like that, I'm picking Brian Norman Jr. for the fight.
Yeah, let me say this, man. I think no matter who wins, I'll be honest with you, man. It really don't even matter. All I know is that I want to see some young guys fight, and I think we should hopefully see, my man, the King of Cleveland, once he beat Sam Notes. I hope he would get enough courage to fight Emiliano Vargas, because Emiliano Vargas put that challenge out there. I'm hoping he move up to 140 and get that smoke with him. I mean, we got to see the young guys fight, man. I want to see Jalil versus Xander, even though I know my man Pop don't want to see that, but I want to see Jalil versus Xander. I mean, I really want to see Worley versus Kabayel, man, because I feel like Kabayel, man, where he beating people up, I want to see if he's real. I want to see if somebody can hit him.
But Worley probably jumped right into that Usyk thing situation. That's the only thing.
I'm saying that's what I would want to see.
Yeah, for sure. Me too. That's what we all want to see.
He shouldn't rush a world title because I think Usyk, what they did wrong, is the same thing they did with Bunchy. They let him grow into the division. I think he's pretty unbeatable right now, to be honest with you, from what I've seen. I mean, I've seen him beat Tyson Fury pretty easy that last fight. And Tyson Fury was all over the place. And this is the same guy I seen beat my favorite fighter to death. He beat my favorite fighter to death.
Cheated.
He was cheated, bro. Don't do that, BVO.
I'm telling you, how you gonna tell me about my favorite fight? I watched it.
That's my favorite fighter, bro. What you talking about? My second favorite fighter.
You didn't see it.
BVO, you low blow shooting self. Your low blow shooting self. If they ever get brave enough to sign that contract instead of whispering to you through their friends that we want to fight, then we gonna beat him to death, and I'm gonna make sure you get a front row seat with your Xander Zaya shirt on. I'm gonna make sure when we split his mouth open and he spit blood out the ring, I'm gonna make sure you get it on your new Xander Zaya shirt. It's gonna be the first 3D shirt. It's gonna be the first 3D shirt with blood on it. You gonna cut that out? Yeah. Insane. Let me ask you a question, Insane. I love your points. You made some good points, bro. Let me ask you a question. Have you coached a fighter at any point and won something with a fighter? Not trying to jab at you, just asking that before I say my point.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again? My son came in here yelling. I'm sorry. Can you say it again?
I'm asking this before I ask my point. Have you ever coached a fighter and took him to win something at any point?
I'm not a coach. I'm not a coach in the sport of boxing, but I have coached the homies when they was in the hood scrapping. I can tell you that.
And that's like penitentiary boxing. That don't count. Let me say my piece on that. Why I asked that question. Let me say why I asked that question. Because your points that I heard are valid points. But the one point that I always debunk when they say that, I'll dare tell you I never use nobody else. I use myself as examples. I don't like to make nobody else feel like I put the bulls on. If you go check USA Boxing, when my son won his first major national title, and when he first went to an international competition in Puerto Rico, both times, and I coached my son, that was our first time doing it nationally and internationally. Our first time. Nationally, we had to beat 2 of the 3 previous national champions and the number 3 guy in the country. We had to beat all 3 of them to win our first national title, and we had never done it before. So it was our first time. When we went internationally and fought in Puerto Rico, USA versus Puerto Rico, we had to fight twice. We had to beat the number 1 in Puerto Rico, and we had to beat the number 2 in Puerto Rico, who had esteemed Olympic level coaches coaching. So I say that to say, until you actually scratch, you don't know what your dog can do. But you gotta have the faith in your dog to bet everything, knowing if we lose, then we're homeless. If we win, we buy a mansion. And I haven't come up with nothing but mansions with my son. And I'm his only coach. And everything we've done, and my son has an esteemed record. You can check it out. And has an esteemed reputation. We did it all as first times. So don't put Brian Norman in no situation where he can't win because he's never seen the lights. He's never seen the situation, but Devin has. I give Devin all of his credit, all of it, for being in those situations and seeing it. But we have seen Devin stumble in those nights, even though he came up as the Rose. When Brian Norman was put in predicaments, even on his ugly night, Even the night he got put on his butt, every night Shorty figured it out and we didn't see him stumble. So you can't count Shorty out based on the fact he ain't been there.
Hold on, coach. You being unfair, man. You came up under. No, let me say this real quick. Coach, that's like Freddie Roach saying he doing something for the first time. He came under Eddie Futch. You came up under a damn boxing savant. What are you talking about? That don't count. Y'all.
But Did you give me credit for Gary winning his first world title?
I'll give you credit for sitting.
Did you give me credit? Did you give me credit for him winning his world title? No. You gave it to his father. Because why? I hadn't done it. No matter how much, I don't give the stewardess credit for flying the plane when I go from DC to Vegas. I give it to the pilot. Now when she becomes a pilot, guess what she gonna get the credit for getting me from DC to Vegas? Oh, that's the thing. That's the thing I don't like. When y'all look, just because the secretary got a ring, everybody in the organization got one, but she don't get credit for coaching the Lakers to a title.
You're right. But
this is a sick Negro.
Mr. B, can I say something, man? I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying and all that, but I'm just gonna be honest with you. Brian Norman is just not good. He's just
that's
not
a lie.
Good. That's
a lie. But let me tell you. He look. Let me tell you this. In the amateurs, slick boxers are so beautiful. Listen to me. Slick boxers are so beautiful in the amateurs. But in the pros, everybody who's been guided to a world title is a world champion, which is a small fraternity. And every coach that has guided a guy to a world title, that's a small fraternity. Every guy who wins with the style that they won with is now a style that somebody in the amateurs is now emulating. So Brian Norman is an elite fighter who has become a world champion. And it is kids right now who are emulating Brian Norman's style the same way they're emulating Devin Haney's style. And I will tell them the same thing I tell anybody else. You get emulated, but you don't know if it worked till you got to put it in there at the pro level against the best in the world. Nobody grows up to be an amateur. They grow up to try and be a world champion at the pro level. And Brian Norman has achieved.
I understand that, Mr. B, and I respect everything that you're saying and Coach Rock. But just to me, I'm just laying this plane with 2 points here. Brian Norman is just not good for one. He's just awful. He's a D-level fighter at best. For two, if we want to give Brian Norman some type of props or y'all want to put him up there as if he's somebody, which he's not, I would say this would be like Evander Holyfield versus Mike Tyson, but just Norman's not Mike Tyson, but I would just say that. And you see how Holyfield took his shots and Holyfield put belt ass. And Brian Norman is just not. I'm sorry.
Man, you sound like a Pulitzer Prize winning Martin Merle award winning. No. A Martin Merle award winning writer who writes about boxing. The one thing Floyd Mayweather said that I will always say is true. And I'm not one who just followed Floyd. I've been around Floyd. My son was signed to Floyd. Floyd said, if you ain't never threw hands, if you ain't never coached somebody who had to be in the art of war, you don't know shit about the sport.
Okay, but Coach B, and I respect that as well. I can just tell you what I've been seeing has been watching boxing my whole life.
So once again, how many times have you ever watched a surgery be done? How many times have you ever watched a doctor do surgery?
I watched
in your lifetime.
In my lifetime, I watched the doctor do surgery 7 times.
And you can't do one of them.
Not even attempt to try.
So listen to what I'm saying. You could be watching boxing all your life. Mm-hmm. You can't box and you can't coach because you ain't never done it. So you cannot say beyond a shadow or a reasonable or a educated guess, nothing related to boxing other than being an amazing fan. You can tell me how every seat in every arena feel if you've ever been to 10 arenas because your ass was in a seat. But you can't tell me how it feel to be on that stool or in that square because you've never done it. So you can't say Brian Norman is anything other. The only thing you can say is you can consider him average because everybody knows on this planet how it is to be average. But you can never say he's subpar because once again, you don't know what it feel like to get punched in your mouth by a person who punches people in the mouth for a living and is amazing at doing it. That's what I always say. That's why I tell people I coach. Now that I'm a coach, I don't get in there and spar with these fighters. Why? Because they gonna beat the skin off my ass because of my age and everything else. They gonna beat the skin off my ass. And then after they beat the skin off my ass, I can't never coach them no more because they lost the respect that I had from being an accomplished coach. That's the piece that I miss. If once again, I got a lot of buddies on a personal level and my brother that play D1 basketball. I got a couple of buddies in the NBA. I, as a basketball weekend player, always talk about levels of the game, what happened, what it is. My brother always stopped and he say, bro, you played a little bit in high school. I played high school. I played college. I didn't play in the league. His man played in high school, college, and in the league. He said, you can have the conversation with us up until high school. Then you drop out of the conversation. Me and him can have a conversation up until college. Then I drop out of the conversation. But only he can tell us about the NBA because we can't put our input in it because we've never been in that.
Well, let me do this real quick.
Well, all right, don't know shit about boxing.
You know, after this fight, I think after Brian Norman get destroyed by Devin Haney, I think he has the career of Gabe Rosado, and maybe Gabe Rosado going to be just a little bit better. We might not see Mr. Norman after this fight because he might be.
Can I tell you something that you got to understand too?
That's not. I don't agree with that.
No, let me say it. If he does become Gabe Rosado's worth $15 million.
What they got to do with the price of? This is a family show.
I think he's bigger. I think he's a little bit more talented than that.
This is what I'm saying.
I got Gabe Rosado.
This is what I'm saying. No matter what, if he do become Gabe Rosado, that's a heck of a paycheck to make. So
I don't think so. I think so. You don't think we're gonna see Brian Norman no more after this fight, regardless of the outcome.
Win, lose or draw, I'm supporting him for sure.
No. I'm not asking for your emotional answer. That was an emotional answer. I don't care.
Nah, that was a real answer.
No. Listen, why I say it's emotional because you're only one. I'm talking about from the aspect of boxing. You don't think you're gonna see Brian Norman again, whether he win, lose, or draw this fight? Let's say from the standpoint of it, if he loses, you don't think you're gonna see him again at a high level?
If he get knocked out, you're gonna see him again.
He got a rematch clause too.
Thank you. I was about to bring the business. I was gonna bring the business up because once again, that's why I always say I come from a position of intelligence over emotion because he's gonna be seen again.
That's a 3-fight deal.
He's gonna be seen again.
Yeah, that's a 3-fight deal, man. He got a chance on both sides. They got a chance to get the. It's a 2-fight deal. They're gonna fight twice, no matter what.
We ain't gonna want to see it after Devin Haney is done with him. But my thing is, I got Gabe Rosado.
Who has Devin ever did like that? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Who has he ever did? You said who he ever sent to the hospital and things like that?
I'm telling you for a fact that Jose Ramirez. I know where you heard that. That's not true, man. He did not break Jose.
No, I watched him beat on the Smurf. I'm talking about, I seen it.
Hold on, man.
You talking about Jose Ramirez, who was a unified champion?
I said a Smurf. Jose Ramirez is not a Smurf. Regis Prograis is.
Hold on, man. I've been sitting quiet for a little while. So let me ask Brother Haney something. What's Devin's best performance? When the last time he just looked, just straight, sharp, on point, everything? What's his best performance?
Who's Brother Haney?
That's you. Insane.
Oh no, my name is Kennedy, brother. It's Kennedy.
You on this conversation, you Brother Haney.
Oh, this
Oh, I didn't know this was being did. Okay, but this is what I'm gonna do.
You call me brother. You can call me brother Norman. But that's cool.
Well, no. This
Answer
is
my
what we're
question
gonna do.
though. Answer
Because
my
I've done
question.
nothing but been respectful. So either address me by insane or Mr. Kennedy to be fine to me. But I'm going to go on mute till the respect comes. I've been nothing but respectful.
Oh Lord, so you think I was being disrespectful? Okay, well, Mr. Insane, what was his best performance, sir?
Every performance that he been in except for the Ryan Garcia fight.
Nah. See, listen to you. Now, let me give you my background. First off, I'm a lawyer. All right. So don't give me no piss shallow answer. Don't give me no piss shallow answer that you can say. I said, what was his best performance? When and why?
If I had to pick out one best performance, it was against the Smurf.
All right. So you think his performance versus Regis Prograis was better than his performance against Zaire Abdullayev?
I think his performance was.
So you think he fought a better fight against Regis Prograis than he fought against Zaire Abdullayev?
Is that the black guy he fought early in his career?
Nah, that's what I'm talking about. See, bro, brother,
that's
Zaire
the African guy, right?
No, brother, if you listen more and you talk, you'll learn a little something now. All right, Zaire Abdullayev is Russian, man. Devin fought that dude and he broke his eyeball and he broke his eyeball socket. He stopped the corner stopped the fight about the 7th round. That was a great fight. He probably was 21, 22 years old.
He was 22, yeah. He was young.
He was in and out. He was light on his feet. Dude couldn't hit him. He was behind the shoulder. Hit dude with an overhand. Fractured his eye socket, and the fight was over. That was the last time that he just showed up, just looked good.
My opinion, brother, not yours, but mine.
But see, you forget.
Did the same cut out?
No, I'm here. Can y'all hear me? Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Say it again.
But see, that was your opinion.
He asked me for my opinion, and not his own, but mine. So that's his favorite fight. Mine is.
But that would be that. I would say that was Devin's best performance. He really messed that dude up.
I think Regis was his best performance.
BVO. Let me say this right here to you. The man thought Zaire Abdullayev was a black man.
Okay,
bro, you don't know, bro. You don't hear, bro.
Because I got a name mixed up with a face. So I'm not a fan because of that.
Let me say this, coach. Hold on. Let me say this real quick, coach. Right, one thing I'll tell you: a lot of guys on YouTube, and I'm not saying this about Insane. A lot of guys don't follow the amateurs, and they don't necessarily know the Eastern European guys. The only reason I know a bunch of, I'm not talking about for you, man. The reason I know a lot of the Eastern European guys, my homeboy Pete is from North Macedonia. So he used to show me a bunch of the fighters. So I tried to keep up with them better. And that's why a lot of guys from like Dagestan, because I actually thought, what was his name? Jennebeck. I thought Jennebeck was Asian. I didn't realize he was from like, one of the Russian things. So that's why I know a lot of them, where a lot of people don't necessarily know these guys because they only know the American fighters.
Right. The only reason I brought that up was because I just wanted to show that the brother, that his depth of understanding is shallow. That's why I brought it up. See, that's one thing you do, man. I'm never gonna ask a question that I don't already know the answer to. So me asking the question, I was trying to test and see what your knowledge was from that.
Because I messed up a name.
You would have to really know Devin Haney to know that, and I know that because
but it's all opinions, though. It's all opinions.
Bro, you messed up a name and you messed up a whole genealogy. You talking to man with
You do know that happens, right? I'm a human. I'm not a machine. You know that, right?
But let me ask you this. Let me ask y'all this real quick.
All right.
Because I see sometimes, man.
Perfect on this channel. My fault. This is on my game.
No, you don't. You can be yourself on this channel.
Hold on. Let me do this.
Nah, I don't want the channel members. 6-0 in the final.
Say it again.
What they just said?
Too.
Pick 6-0 in the finals.
Jordan went 6-0 in the finals. That's true.
He did.
That's true.
We searching for perfection.
Brother B, you breaking up.
What's going on?
No, he in the gym. Basically, he said we searching for perfection, but Jordan did go 6-0.
I'm not the perfect husband. I ain't
No,
the perfect
hey,
father.
listen, man. This I'm gonna just tell you this. This is the doghouse, man. Everybody say rough stuff.
This ain't the doghouse.
You can't be tender in the
It
doghouse.
definitely is.
It's the
This ain't the
doghouse.
doghouse.
This is the dog. Hey, we'll throw you out of here, man. This is the doghouse, man.
Definitely
It's
is.
the doghouse, man.
BVO, I'm not tripping because I'll be back to your cell when I get back. Don't worry about it.
You wild boy. But let me say this though. I really like what you brought up on that, coach, because one thing I can tell you is just like when I found out about your son, right? It's because I was looking through pages and pages of seeing who was the next young guy coming up. And one thing you can really find out is that a lot of the guys that you see now, like I remember in 2015 when I heard about T.O. and Jermaine Ortiz, the dudes you seeing in the amateurs now are the pros of tomorrow. I mean, people don't even understand Abdullah Mason is not the best Mason brother. It's Ishmael Mason. But Ishmael's like 16, 17, so a lot of people don't see him. But when Ishmael finally gets to the pros, they're going to be like, Abdullah who?
Hey, BBO, I gotta go. I gotta bed my kids down for school tomorrow.
Oh, do you think, man?
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for letting me on. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, brother.
All right, brother.
Hey, but I'll tell you that's I like stuff like what's going on, Doug? What you got for us today?
My bad, I stepped away, man. I missed all the conversation. Last thing I remember, Brother Bernard was talking about hey, you can't talk about the NBA because Brian Scalabrine will beat you if it comes down to it. So
he will.
The thing that's so funny, and I've learned this from just getting a chance to be around, some of these guys, man. I thought I knew a lot about boxing, but these coaches know a lot. Like the stuff that Brother Rock was bringing out, it was like, dang. I think a lot of us instead of debating each other, we gotta try to debate a coach. The coaches is sharp, man.
The most interesting thing about the debate was how just the comparison and saying, well, this is gonna be the flaws right here that's going the reason I'm picking Junior to win. I thought that was the most interesting part. And I always said, Devin, he worked, you know what I'm saying? So I think that he can always figure some things out, improve. He always end up looking a little better outside of this last fight. And so, yeah, I think Devin still got room for improvement with him being so young. I think it's going to be, I think it's not a good, I don't like the style for him. I don't like the style of Junior versus Devin. I think it's just all wrong for him.
Yeah, I don't. I think it's a 50-50 fight.
No, hey, this is the first time I ever picked against Devin, and I still say I give Devin a good chance to win. And whoever wins this, I'm giving both of them credit right now.
Yeah, regardless.
Taking the fight, yeah,
me too.
I mean, neither one didn't have to take this fight.
Right. We got two young lions that's taking the fight.
I think Devin had to take this fight, and the reason I say that is because Devin want to make a certain amount of money. He had to take this fight.
Hell yeah. Well, let me tell you something. One thing about Bill Haney, he'll put Devin in the ring with a crocodile for if there's enough damn money.
Shout out Bank Father. Those right, wow.
Throw his ass right up in that motherfucker. Go get that bag, boy.
Hey, and get what? And Devin to get right in there and do it
and win
and work. And then to his credit, he'll get in there and wrestle with that goddamn crocodile as hard as he motherfucking can.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna tell. I ain't taking that from him now.
Coach, let me ask you this: when you seen Devin getting beat pretty bad versus Ryan, would you stop that as a coach, or will you let it keep going?
Man, that's a good goddamn question. Goddamn boy, that's a good question. Cause my son, my son will tell me, don't stop shit. My son, he'll be like, nah. My son be like, hell nah, don't stop nothing. He told me that.
But that's part of your job, though.
I know, but it's like it puts it like this right here. This how you can tell your child, your son too. Remember when Kenny Porter stopped that fight against Terrence Crawford and Sean?
Sean Porter was pissed off.
He was looking crazy.
Yeah, but listen to me. My son looked at me and said, "Daddy, please don't ever do me like that."
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That was greasy.
He said, Dad, please don't ever do me like that. Don't, he's like, man, do not do me like that, Dad. Just let me ride. Shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good goddamn question, man, because boxing a dangerous sport. And you really, to be honest with you, man, I, I, you two things. Number one, if you're not your son coach, I think you still need to be involved because boxing is such a dangerous sport to the point where you got to love your son more than you love the sport. Does that make sense?
Yes, indeed.
You got to love
Absolutely.
you got to love your child, your son more than you love the sport. And I don't know if it's a coach. I don't know if it's a coach from that standpoint. Is he gonna love the boxer more than he love the sport? But then on the other hand, too, you know, my son just told me, Dad, don't stop this damn fight no matter what. So you see what I'm saying? That's a good ass question, man. Because on the one damn hand, you know what I'm saying, you can't be emotional about the shit and you got to be dispassionate. But to answer your question, I'll say it to you like this way right here. When I first got into the sport, Zahir Rahim told me three things. He said, one, when you take your son this damn sparring these matches, don't have your ego in the ring with him. He said he the one in that fight, not your ass. And then he said number two, it's better around it's better to end some shit around too soon than around too late, or 10 seconds too soon or 10 seconds too late. You know, cause you know it take 10 fights to build a fighter, but hell, it take 10 seconds to ruin one if you don't make the right decision. So, you know, that's a good damn question, man. The way I approach that thing, man, I'll be honest with you, man. With my son, I approach that thing to the point where we need to be so prepared in conditioning and preparation to the point where that ain't gonna be a problem. You know, because a lot of times boxers, you can get caught with anything in that motherfucker. But most times you get caught with shit when you can get hurt when you get tired. That's a boxer's biggest fear, being in the damn ring tired and his opponent ain't tired. But that's where, like I said, that's where everyday training comes. You know, it's a lot of, I tell you, that's where everyday training comes. That's where, you know, bro, my son trained in a heart rate monitor. Why he training the heart rate monitor? Because what I learned was the first time I put that monitor on him was that when you step in the ring sparring, the heart rate go to about 100 and his heart rate used to go to about 175, 170 beats a minute, 170 beats a minute. His red line is at 180. How you determine red line is you take the age of a boxer minus 220. Right? That's the maximum heart rate. So if your boxer 19 years old, 20 years old, his maximum heart rate is about 200 beats a minute. Well, what you know from a heart rate monitor, especially if he's sparring in it and you watching the fight, what you can tell, you can look at the monitor and be like, okay, he red line now. But see what happens is during fights, your heart, you really fighting at a damn sprinter's pace, and also a marathon because of the length. So a boxer's heart rate is gonna be about 178, 180. So what you gotta do is you gotta condition the lactic acid in the muscles, but also the heart, so that he can operate at 180 beats a minute or thereabout without fatiguing or able to work through it. So, but in order to be able to do that, you got to push your heart rate in a certain situation where it's getting up into the 190s, 195, 198, shit like that right there. You got to push it to the level and keep on doing it, because the further you push your red zone down, the better you're going to be able to perform as a boxer. Take a boxer like Floyd Mayweather. I guarantee you Floyd Mayweather heart rate while he was in them damn fights was probably sitting there probably about 165, 70 beats a minute. Nowhere close to a red line. Just cool, because he had done pushed his conditioning to a point where it was up there. Now, being comfortable in the ring also, because all boxers, when you step into a ring, in a lot of situations, your heart rate gonna go up because of the anxiety, because you stepping into a ring, sparring or whatever, it's a dangerous situation. So it's natural for your heart rate to go on up then. I noticed that too. Okay, get in the goddamn ring. You used to get in the damn ring. So as you get in the ring before the first sparring bell ring, heart rate at goddamn 174. You see what I'm saying? But now, getting motherfucking ring now, you know, heart rate at about 160 when we step up in there. And you know, then we going 3-minute rounds, his heart rate don't never touch 180. But if we go 4-minute rounds, because I know during that extra minute, especially when you get up in the round, 4, 5, and 6 and 7 with him, that's when I'm gonna see his heart rate hitting that goddamn 180, 85, 190, some shit like that right there. As you move along like that, as you shorten the rest period. But it also lets you know is that when you come to the corner, them 30 seconds, he know when he come to the corner, them 30 seconds, walk to the corner calmly, taking your deep breaths. Because now during them 30-second rest in the sparring, I want your heart rate to go down to about 160 something. From up in the 175, 180, 160 something. Why I want to do that? Because in a real damn fight, by the time we hit in a 1 minute rest period, I want your heart rate at 145, at about 145, 140. So then you just fresh, you going back out there fresh as hell. But like I said, man, all that shit is trial and error, the stuff that you just gotta learn, man. You know what I'm saying? But to come back to your point, that's a good ass question, man. I ain't finna watch my son get killed in a fight, but the best way to not watch your son get hurt like that in a fight is to make sure your son is prepared to the utmost of his possible ability to avoid them consequences. But like I said, I love my son more than I love boxing.
And I asked you that because I remember when Sugar Shane caught Floyd, Floyd Senior was calm. He wasn't like worried, and I thought Floyd was hurt bad because he buckled him.
No, that was Roger.
That was still Roger back then.
That was Roger.
Okay.
Roger, they was real calm in the corner in that second after that second round.
I was shocked
Very
about
calm.
that. What about you, Brother Bernard? What would you do if you had seen Jalil getting touched up in the fight?
Hold on, real quick, BBL. Just going to that point, I want to ask Coach real quick. And I know you said this, you don't want to go in with nervous energy, that type of thing. So when we speaking on Roger them and the corner being calm, do you think that kind of helped Floyd to stay calm as well?
Hell yes, it do. Look, bro, yes, it does. Bro, let me tell you something. I had to learn to coach myself. You see what I'm saying? Look, man, I don't just study other boxers. I study other coaches. Coaches that I'm around, Brian Norman Sr., Byron Oglesby, Barry Richardson, coaches that I'm Trey Pettis down here. Bro, I study coaches. A lot of times, bro, when I'm watching fights and stuff like that, right? I'm watching fights on YouTube. I'm not only watching the fights for entertainment or for learning, but for the stuff that I'm trying to show. I want to teach my son and looking at tendencies and stuff like that. But I'm also listening to corner instruction. I'm listening to the influctuation of their voice. See, a lot of time the training and the teaching go on in the gym. Sometimes, man, you got to put a battery. Sometimes when you come to the corner, man, you got to put a battery in your son back. Sometimes you come to the corner. You got it's technical instruction from that standpoint right there. Sometimes this shit is all of the above. Sometimes so you gotta be okay. Calm down. How you feel? Take it. A lot of times it's just routine. Sit your ass in the corner. Give me 5 deep breaths. Once you give me them 5 deep breaths, pour water on your neck and stuff like that. Pour water on your neck, water on your head, hold with the breath. Because what happens with the cold, it's called the vagus nerve. When you hold your breath and get cold water on your head and stuff like that, it automatically slow your heart rate down. All right, it's called the vagus nerve. So I'm trying to bring your heart rate down, get calm. Then I'm trying to give him instruction. But see, it's an art to the shit because you can't say too damn much. You talk too damn much, you ain't saying nothing at all. You see what I'm saying? So I had to coach myself and get coached up in the corner from that standpoint. But like I said, it's but in the nervous energy, really, you ain't nervous when the fight going on. I'm talking about in the damn warm up when you just it's that hour. It's that hour, 2 hours before the fight, or 30, 45 minutes before the fight. You know what I'm saying? Step off somewhere. Step off somewhere. Say my prayer. Meditate. Take my deep breath. Then I come around. You see what I'm saying? Because he the one fighting. And I know he got some nerve too. You got shit you gotta deal with. We call it box breathing. If you take deep breaths, it slow the heart rate down. The box breathing is 4 breaths in, take 4 seconds to take a breath in, hold it for 4 seconds, take 4 seconds to let it out, and then hold it at the bottom for 4 seconds. Do that shit for 3-4 minutes to take your nerves down, take the heart rate down. There's all kind of shit you gotta work with, man, and figure out with your boxer, man. Because you can have an in-shape boxer, but if them damn nerves is bad, the anxiety will have his ass tired as hell, early as hell. Man, man, boxing a hell of a sport, bro. Hell of a
Hey,
sport.
and I could tell
Yes,
you a pro,
indeed.
man.
Yes, indeed.
I never even thought about that. Hey, brother Bernard, what do you
That
think
was
about
that
what do
was
you think about
that
that,
was
man?
game.
If you seen Jaleel in trouble in a fight, what would make you throw in the towel?
Shit. It's how I feel about what's going on. I mean, just being honest with you. Uh, I know my dog. I know my dog. I know when he done gave me everything and there's nothing left to give. I know that's the thing. I mean, I know my dog. You know, I put him in the keep. I whelped him. I fed him. I know everything we did, so I know my dog. And when I know my dog, I know before you get to that point that my dog giving me everything. I know when to pick him up off the floor. I think that's the biggest thing. I know when to pick my dog up off the floor. Like I
You
said,
cutting out, coach. You cutting out, coach. I can't hear you.
My bad. I said I think I'm blessed enough
You might got to go out and
to
come
have a
back in,
dog
coach.
that's.
You
Yeah,
got a bad
your mic is
feedback.
popping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Can you
your
hear me?
mic is
feedback.
popping.
Yeah, go out and come back in, coach.
Can you hear me now? All right.
Your mic is just popping. Your mic is just popping.
You
Yeah.
got feedback.
But you know why I said that, Coach Rock? I was watching a fight a long time ago, and I remember Brandon Rios' dad was fighting Triple G, and he said, if I don't stop it, man, your son's gonna die. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, that's a heck of a decision I have to make. If I don't stop it, the dude's gonna die.
He's unalive.
Or unalive, unalive. I said die, you know. Go ahead.
You're
Unalive.
unalive.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
Hey, I want to say something real quick, man.
Go ahead.
Shout out to both the coaches on the panel right now, man. Y'all both dropping gems and showing a side of both of y'all showing a side of each, of yourselves that y'all normally don't, expose to people probably, in the
Mm-hmm.
open like this. So thanks for dropping the gems and just having this boxing talk with us and everybody that's listening. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very appreciative, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are appreciative too. I hope. So
For sure.
thank you, thank you both of y'all.
They family. Coaches family. Man, I
Yeah,
rock with
we
both
don't
of them
want.
coaches.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Blue. I got tired of talking to you all day. I said we gotta talk to these people, man. That's why I tell Dub all the time. We gotta talk to the people, man.
That's crazy.
Because one thing I'll tell you is Dub got the best night show in the game, hands down. But for
Yeah.
me, it ain't no fun when a bunch of niggas arguing who don't really know. I want somebody who know,
Right.
and that's the
Yeah.
cool part. Because one of my favorite things ever is like some stuff I thought I knew, and before I'd be like, nah, BVO, you wrong, man. That's wrong, bro. What you think? You know what I mean? And it's like.
Yeah.
It makes sense because I think as us as podcasters and stuff, we only see so much. We don't necessarily see the behind the scenes. Like I didn't know. I'll put it like this. I didn't realize I've been watching more of Fernando Vargas' career. Whoever was in charge of him, they did him dirty. Like they just was using him like a doggone buzzsaw. Like you don't fight Felix and Oscar that fast. No, you don't fight them that fast. That was crazy when you think about that now. And that's and like Coach Rock said, his sons don't fight like him at all.
At all.
Not
Not
even
one bit like him. Hell, he do miss like he do with he don't do miss like Robert Garcia Sr. He do miss like Floyd Mayweather Sr. Roger Mayweather Sr. Roger
yeah.
Mayweather.
So what was Roger that good a coach, or it was just that he knew what he? Because I didn't realize this until I looked it up. But Floyd Senior was never a champion, and Roger was a 2-time champion.
That cause Floyd Sr. got shot in the leg.
Oh, that's what it was. Oh,
Floyd uncle, his Floyd mama brother shot Floyd Sr. in the calf muscle. So he
Mm-hmm.
got shot. He was shot. That's why when he fought Sugar Ray Leonard, really fought him on one leg. He got shot.
I think that fight. People don't believe me when I say it, but I think that fight helped shape Floyd. Because one thing about Floyd, I don't think people don't realize he's a Frankenstein. I won't even compare him to nobody because he stole a lot of people's stuff. Like I see Roberto Duran on the inside. I see Pernell with the defense. I mean, Floyd just absorbed a bunch of niggas, in my opinion.
That was just. I can say yes and no. Yes, you supposed to absorb stuff and learn shit. Listen, man, we sparred the other day. Did 9 4-minute rounds. Sparred a kid, good ass kid. He come from a good solid boxing family. He got two brothers that's pros. One on with Top Rank. Another one might be with PBC. He got two brothers that pros. He had some issues, had to step away from the sport. He coming back, but to be honest with you, to me, he better than his other two damn brothers. You know what I'm saying? Move like them and got more power than them. That being said, though, like my son hard. It's hard to hit my son. He caught my son. He caught my son with a good ass shot. With a shot, right? Nice slick shot. Caught him with some slick shit. So he hit my son with the shit. Chad backed up and looked at him and smiled, right? You know what I'm saying? Looked at him and smiled. And then after we got through sparring, Chad said, twin, cause in Atlanta we say twin. He said, twin, I like that such and such you hit me with. Just know I done stole that shit. And next time you see me, I'm gonna have it. You see what I'm saying? Do that make
Yeah,
sense?
that makes sense. Yeah.
So boxers gonna take stuff that they feel apply to them and add it to their game. So ain't nothing really wrong with that. Now coming back to the no part, bro, that Mayweather mitt work revolutionized boxing. And like I said, you have to know what you're looking at, right? It's every counter in the game.
Yep. You're catching countering. This what you throw. If you catch this punch, this what you throw.
It's every counter, it's every slip, it's every slipping counter, every catching counter, it's all that. It's even the left hook to the body, left hook to the head. It's even the kitchen work. If Roger say over, then Floyd throw the punch, he throw the two over. He throw the two over and down because it's gonna put him in position to land the left foot to the body. But you watch, he throw the hook over, he throw the right hand over, left hand to the body, right hook, left hook to the body to the liver, left hook to the head, throw the two, roll 2-3-2, catch. Bro, it's all the counters. It's the blocks, it's the parry, it's everything. Slip the 2-3, come up 2-3-2. You know what I'm saying? Double. You know what I'm saying? If he catch the body, catch the shot to the body, to his liver. He come up, right hand, uppercut, two. You know what I'm saying? He ain't coming up with the opposite hand. He coming with the same hand he caught the body with to beat the punch back to it. Bop, bop. Like I said, man, that shit revolutionized boxing. Now, you ain't got to do it just like that. You know what I'm saying? No, you should never just copy something just all the way like that. But what I'm saying is important to understand what you're looking at from that standpoint. And like I've been in this thing 10 years. Like we came up in 11 years, we came up in the tail end of the Mayweather shit. Man, look, man, my son was born June 21st, 2005. All right. Mayweather Gotti took place June 26, 2005. Bro, we brought my son home from the hospital. When we brought my son home from the hospital the same damn day Mayweather fought Gotti. So I'm watching Mayweather beat the hell out of Gotti with Chad, my baby, in my damn arms. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm saying it to say, man, that watching that right there, 24/7, watching all that stuff like that, man, and really taking the time to fundamentally see shit, man, you can learn a whole lot. If you listen and you learn, you can learn a whole lot, bro. You can learn a whole lot from that
Yeah.
standpoint. And I was blessed enough, man, to have a good teacher that gave me some good foundational work. But man, trust me, I got my 15,000 hours in on this thing.
Hey, brother Bernard, before we close, man, we want to ask you about what would make you throw in the towel? Because I was speaking about how when Brandon Rios was fighting Triple G, his Trent looked at his dad and said, "If I don't stop the fight, your son's going to die." I'm just wondering, like, how do you guys gauge? Coach Rock gave his thoughts. What do you think about it, Coach B?
I think as a coach and as a father, you know what your kid can do. You know where their limit is. And I think the coach said something that made sense. I would rather stop it 10 seconds too early than 10 seconds too late. But you gotta really walk your line.
Yeah.
You gotta really walk your line because the father's 10 seconds may be 2 rounds too early, where coach's 10 seconds might be right at the fine tune line. I think we got to make sure you contain your emotional piece, because your emotional piece as the father may tell you to stop it sooner than where he may have been at, because it's the father part. The coach might let it go a little bit too long because it's the coach part. So I think it's a very fine line, and nobody knows that line. In my opinion, don't mean shit when it comes to the Sean Porter and his father. I thought Kenny stopped it too soon. I did not see Sean at a concussed point. I actually saw him frustrated because he punched the ground.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, Sean Jr. came out Kenny Porter nuts. I always say that about my son. And Kenny Porter don't give a damn what I think. And I ain't mad with him, because at the end of the day, he the one had to explain to his grandkids why you didn't stop it. He the one that had to live with something that he can't live with if it don't. I always say Felix Trinidad's dad stopped the fight. So if he stopped the fight, who am I not to stop the fight? I think you just got to know your fighter. You got to know your fighter. You got to know when to say when, but you also got to be able to ask yourself honestly, how hard did we work in camp for this fight? You know, if you fucked off. If you fucked off, you better stop that shit sooner than later. Cause ain't no bite down. Ain't no bite down when you know you beat BS. You know your fighter BS. The real coaches, years after the career's over, they say, I told my fighter, look, you got 6 rounds. If it ain't over in 6 rounds, I'm probably stopping it in round 8.
Y'all really say that?
Hey, you know when they BSing? Hey, look, it already happened now. So I can talk about it, just I don't care. He had an international fight. I ain't gonna bring up the country or where. And if the boy from the other country knew that Jaleel had fucked off in camp, and we got the last probably 9 pounds off the night before weigh-in, I said, if you run over here and start fighting your ass, boy, you better do it. So Jaleel gonna say, I'm tired of this shit. And I say, well, son, you know what it is? He said, yeah, we got a contingency plan. Fuck him up real bad in round 1. And if he wanted to let it be a jab competition for the next 2 rounds, then we cool with that. Every coach got a contingency plan.
Hell yeah.
Every coach has a contingency plan.
He right. It be that way. Shit, hell yeah. Listen, man. It be that way. It be that way. Get round 1. Get round 1 and amateur. Get round 1. Shit, if you can get round 2 and then dance your ass off in round 3 if you dog ass tired. That's real.
He 100% correct, Jack. It's been nice, but we had to dance to the drummer's beat. Trust me. We put the first 6 minutes in the bag and then say, Shawty, you better be the best Soul Train dancer you can for 3 minutes.
Hell yeah. That's facts right there. You got to win 6 minutes of a fight. You got 6 minutes to perform. You know what I'm saying? Then if you need to survive for the last 3, you survive for the last 3 and go on about your business. That's real.
Yeah.
Amateur boxing like the NCAA basketball tournament. Win and move on. You don't have to win but by 1 point.
Yep.
Hey, on that note, man, I just want to say salute to Coach Rock, man. Salute to my man, Coach Bernard. Hey, man, we're going to get out of here, man, because BVO about to lay it down. But this week, I don't think we got no fights coming up. But next week, we got some great guests coming, man. Like you guys always know, man, you never know who you're going to see when you come to the doghouse, man. And the cool thing is you can come here and we can talk to the coaches, man. And shout out to my man, Blue Hustle, man, who made me lose the B3 in that debate. I never forgot that, man. On that note, we out here, y'all. Peace.
All right.
All right, bro. Peace, man.
Peace, man.
What's up, guys? Chris Algieri here. Big shout out to BVO Sports TV.
Shout out to BVO Sports TV. Make sure you tune in right away. Hottest in the city, hottest in the U.S.